นี่ Galaxy A6 Plus ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
Galaxy A6 Plus ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
After re-listening to our player community, Lightspeed Studios took some time and effort to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map from PC to mobile? That's easy. We simply copied and pasted. No, just kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's a greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, parameters, specifications for terrains, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplified complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of the vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we're constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Who needs sleep?
play pas toujours,
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้เป็นเกมที่ทำให้อะดรีนาลีนหลั่งได้เยอะมากเพราะว่าทุกครั้งที่ชิปเล่นเนี่ยก็จะมือเท้าชาเพราะว่าตื่นเต้นหนักมากแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้มันทำให้เราอยากแบบ improve ให้เก่งขึ้นแล้วก็ชนะคุณองตุนเป็นโตได้ส่วนคุณบอยเนี่ยเขาไม่สามารถเทียบสกิลเพลย์เราได้แค่นี้เราก็รู้สึกว่าเราโอเคแล้วค่ะก็
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากแล้วก็ยังเป็นการใช้เวลาว่างๆเนี่ยร่วมกับเพื่อนร่วมกับคนในครอบครัวก็ยังได้นะครับที่สำคัญเนี่ยเป็นเกมที่ฝึกสมาธิได้อย่างดีเลยนะฮะถ้าเกิดใครได้ดูได้ชมแล้วชอบเนี่ยก็ไปโหลดเล่นกันได้นะครับที่ PUBG Mobile นั่นเองนะฮะ
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากๆครับอยากจะบอกว่าเล่นแล้วแบบติดมากๆ PUBG Mobile เป็นเกมที่เล่นง่ายครับอยู่ข้างนอกก็เล่นได้แล้วก็จะเป็นเวลาแบบไม่ได้เยอะมากครับเกมหนึ่งจบแล้วก็เล่นกับเพื่อนได้
ครับผมก็เชิญชวนนะฮะวันที่1 กรกฎาคมนี้นะฮะ2 ทุ่มเป็นต้นไปนะฮะก็เชิญชวนทุกคนมาดูการแข่งขันนะครับไลฟ์สตรีมมิ่งของ PUBG นะฮะผมก็จะไลฟ์ที่ช่องทางผมนะฮะทางคิวทีวีครับผมรวมถึงสามารถดูได้ด้วยนะฮะที่ช่องทาง Official ของ PUBG ครับผมเจอกันจ้า
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
After re-listening to our player community, Lightspeed Studios took some time and effort to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map from PC to mobile? That's easy. We simply copied and pasted. No, just kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's a greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, parameters, specifications for terrains, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplified complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of the vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we're constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Who needs sleep?
Oh, no! Oh, play PUBG Mobile.
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้เป็นเกมที่ทำให้อะดรีนาลีนหลั่งได้เยอะมากเพราะว่าทุกครั้งที่ชิปเล่นเนี่ยก็จะมือเท้าชาเพราะว่าตื่นเต้นหนักมากแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้มันทำให้เราอยากแบบ improve ให้เก่งขึ้นแล้วก็ชนะคุณองจนเป็นโตได้ส่วนคุณบอยเนี่ยเขาไม่สามารถเทียบสกิลเพลย์เราได้แค่นี้เราก็รู้สึกว่าเราโอเคแล้วค่ะก็
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากแล้วก็ยังเป็นการใช้เวลาว่างๆเนี่ยร่วมกับเพื่อนร่วมกับคนในครอบครัวก็ยังได้นะครับที่สำคัญเนี่ยเป็นเกมที่ฝึกสมาธิได้อย่างดีเลยนะฮะถ้าเกิดใครได้ดูได้ชมแล้วชอบเนี่ยก็ไปโหลดเล่นกันได้นะครับที่ Pwk Mobile นั่นเองนะฮะ
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากๆครับอยากจะบอกว่าเล่นแล้วแบบติดมากๆ Pwk Mobile เป็นเกมที่เล่นง่ายครับอยู่ข้างนอกก็เล่นได้แล้วก็จะเป็นเวลาแบบไม่ได้เยอะมากครับเกมหนึ่งจบแล้วก็เล่นกับเพื่อนได้
ครับผมก็เชิญชวนนะฮะวันที่1กรกฎาคมนี้นะฮะ2 ทุ่มเป็นต้นไปนะฮะก็เชิญชวนทุกคนมาดูการแข่งขันนะครับไลฟ์สตรีมมิ่งของ PUBG นะฮะผมก็จะไลฟ์ที่ช่องทางผมนะฮะทาง Pwk TV ครับผมรวมถึงสามารถดูได้ด้วยนะฮะที่ช่องทาง Official ของ PUBG ครับผมเจอกันจ้า
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยก กล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
After re-listening to our player community, Lightspeed Studios took some time and effort to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map from PC to mobile? That's easy. We simply copied and pasted. No, just kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's a greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, parameters, specifications for terrains, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplified complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of our vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we're constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Who needs sleep?
No! Oh, play Pwk Mobile.
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้เป็นเกมที่ทำให้อะดรีนาลีนหลั่งได้เยอะมากเพราะว่าทุกครั้งที่ชิปเล่นเนี่ยก็จะมือเท้าชาเพราะว่าตื่นเต้นหนักมากแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้มันทำให้เราอยากแบบ improve ให้เก่งขึ้นแล้วก็ชนะคุณเอาตัวเป็นโตได้ส่วนคุณบอยเนี่ยเขาไม่สามารถเทียบสกิลเพลย์เราได้แค่นี้เราก็รู้สึกว่าเราโอเคแล้วค่ะ
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากแล้วก็ยังเป็นการใช้เวลาว่างๆเนี่ยร่วมกับเพื่อนร่วมกับคนในครอบครัวก็ยังได้นะครับที่สำคัญเนี่ยเป็นเกมที่ฝึกสมาธิได้อย่างดีเลยนะฮะถ้าเกิดใครได้ดูได้ชมแล้วชอบเนี่ยก็ไปโหลดเล่นกันได้นะครับที่ Pwk Mobile นั่นเองนะฮะ
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากๆครับอยากจะบอกว่าเล่นแล้วแบบติดมากๆ Pwk Mobile เป็นเกมที่เล่นง่ายครับอยู่ข้างนอกก็เล่นได้แล้วก็จะเป็นเวลาแบบไม่ได้เยอะมากครับเกมหนึ่งจบแล้วก็เล่นกับเพื่อนได้
ครับผมก็เชิญชวนนะฮะวันที่1กรกฎาคมนี้นะฮะ2 ทุ่มเป็นต้นไปนะฮะก็เชิญชวนทุกคนมาดูการแข่งขันนะครับไลฟ์สตรีมมิ่งของ PUBG นะฮะของผมก็จะไลฟ์ที่ช่องทางผมนะฮะทาง Pwk TV ครับผมรวมถึงสามารถดูได้ด้วยนะฮะที่ช่องทาง Official ของ PUBG ครับผมเจอกันจ้า
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second day of the Samsung Galaxy PUBG Mobile Pwk Invitational. I'm Achilles, joined by Joel Sophie. And yesterday, we already saw the best squads in Indonesia here for PUBG Mobile. But today, we move over to Thailand. Another day of PUBG Mobile action in the first global PUBG Mobile tournament ever.
And this Invitational is all about getting well to know about the player well-knowns of each region. We got to see 20 of them yesterday. From Indonesia, we got to see the best 3 out of the 20. Definitely Pwk is different in terms of skill, quality, and You know, some people just came into play and have some fun. That was fine to do, but you know, some people were in it for the money, were in it for the actual prizes online. And you know, talking about Rahman, yeah, he was all there yesterday along with his teammate Clip, and just a dominating performance by him. And let's see if they get a replication of that from Thailand today.
Yeah, I've heard that the Thai squad's going to be very bloodthirsty coming into this, so hoping that we have some non-stop action, much like we saw from the first 2 rounds just yesterday. When we got down to round 3, it was a bit more about brass tacks, people not wanting to take unnecessary risks. We did see Rahmad's team, Z1, go down at about 10th place in that match, but still were able to net themselves that first place spot overall. If you guys didn't tune in yesterday, if you haven't seen PUBG Mobile or played it yourself, feel free to go ahead and download Galaxy apps on your Samsung device. Check out the game. Joel and I have been playing it for quite some time, since it came out at the end of May, I do believe. So it's been on the market for a while. We got Miramar already in there, and perhaps we'll have the new map, Sanok, at some point in the near future, but not sure. We can only hope.
I mean, the patches are coming slowly by slowly. That means that we're gonna get the new things updating and catching up to line. I think the goal is to catch up to the PC version in terms of the current state of the game. And PUBG Mobile is only getting better as the days go by. And thank you to Samsung Galaxy, who's been sponsoring this event. Just a wonderful thing from Indonesia yesterday, Thailand today. I'm sure we'll have some other regions probably participating in the future, but we're gonna find it out as the dates come by.
All right, but in case you're joining us for the first time and you're not sure what the structure of the tournament's like, we'll go ahead and take a look at the overview here, going through both the prizes and the point system that we have set up. So we have 20 squads here today, 24-man squads, or person squads, I should say, because we do have a lot of different people in the mix here. All of our PWKs coming into this one, our players well known, are going to be streamers, YouTubers, just general gamers coming out of Thailand, and they have amassed themselves some 4-man squads, handpicking their teammates. Round 1, going to start things off on Erangel, flip over to Miramar for round 2, and then back to Erangel for round 3 to close it out.
And that's the whole point of the tournament, right? Okay, listen, we're just trying to bring in the best talents we have on the internet. I'm talking about the different regions that we've been facing since yesterday, from Indonesia all the way down to Thailand. We're going to get the player well-knowns in there. We're going to see how that works out, because we're going to have 20 of them each time, because there's 20 squads. Of course, the player well-knowns are going to be the leaders of their respective teams. Going to bring in some friends here and there to make sure they have a full squad ready to go. Should be very exciting for today as well.
Yeah, and going into the rank system here, it's going to be pretty similar to if you've watched any of the PUBG PC competitions. Coming in first place will earn you 500 points, drops off a bit to 395 for second place. But the big thing that should really catch your eye is going to be the 20 points for a kill. That is absolutely insane. One of the highest points that we've seen awarded for kills across any PUBG esports tournament, whether it's mobile or on PC. So we already saw yesterday in round 1, our team who ended up taking first place overall, coming out of the first round with 21 kills, netting themselves, I think, about 960 points in the first round. It was absolute insanity. Really good precedent set by Ramad and his squad in that first round, and they were able to take it home from there with some fantastic play throughout the next 2 rounds.
And that was Rahman's seed 1, right? I mean, the one that took it home in the end, getting a lot of kills with your 500 points for getting the win. That sets you on a pretty good mark, because you only have 3 rounds to decide the winner for today. And as with yesterday, that just means that you don't have many rounds to prove yourself. And if you start from the get-go from round number 1, and you get those nice kills along with the win as well, that should put you on a good foot in trying to get your standings to be a little bit higher so you can get closer to that championship trophy.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, trying to get inching closer and closer to that. But pretty soon we're going to go ahead and dive in and take a look at our players well known here that we have playing today. 20 of them, spanning from streamers, cosplayers, even actors and boxers that we have from Thailand. A lot of talent showing up to compete in this event.
And you see some of the PWKs already. Jenny Weigel coming from QTV. She's a famous singer but does YouTube on this side, so definitely a lot of people will be recognizing her. Hellgate, Feeling Rock, Sir Mikey, and Cop. They're all from the different platforms out there, mostly from QTV, but Cop coming from Bigo Live. We're going to see a lot of more Bigo Live VJs out there, because they are representing the top platform in Thailand. You talk about Nomtin, Firm, Miwa, Nongnam. They're all from Bigo Live, along with Du. Just a handsome guy right there, just making sure that popularity in Thailand has definitely been secured with the roster that we're bringing. I mean, we've seen Boy Pakorn, Nong Tana, also Chippy Sirin, actual real actors, really famous in Thailand. They're going to be participating in this tournament as well. Antoine Pinto is a boxer slash model, is going to be participating. Kutulipta from the Lipto band is going to be a lead singer for that group. There's a lot of celebrities joining in today for PWK game. Should be very exciting. Focus Jirakul, also an actress from 7-year-old. She's a child actress born in low-cost cosplay. We know all about this guy, Achilles. Great guy to work with.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys from the West might not know some of these actors and whatnot, but low-cost cosplay might be somebody who's popped up onto your radar. As of late, there's a lot of different cosplays for not only just video games, but movies as well. And his memes have kind of been cycling the earth as of late. But now, we're going to go ahead and get ready to dive into an interview so we can hear from some of our PWKs.
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ ครับ สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีค่ะพอชมพูค่ะ ID ชื่อยังอเวจีทีมตอง7ค่ะ ก็รู้สึกตื่นเต้นมากที่ได้เข้าร่วมการแข่งขันนี้นะคะ แล้วก็รู้สึกแปลกใจค่ะเพราะว่าก็ไม่ได้เล่นเก่งอะไร แต่ว่าก็ตื่นเต้นเหมือนกันค่ะ ก็รอดูว่าคนอื่นจะเล่นยังไงบ้างค่ะ
มีอีกหลายคนที่จะมาแข่งกันนะฮะ ซึ่งแน่นอนนะครับ การแข่งครั้งนี้ผมลงด้วยอย่างแน่นอน
แต่ว่าเฟิร์นเชื่อมั่นว่าทีมของเฟิร์นมีความเพียบพร้อมแล้วก็มีการซ้อมที่มากพอสมควรค่ะ
แม้ผมจะไม่ได้สันทัดเกม PUBG มากเนี่ยแต่ว่ามันอยู่ในสายเลือดนะครับการโดดร่มของผมเนี่ยนะครับ
เราก็ไม่กลัวทีมไหนเลยเพราะว่าทีมเราได้มีการฝึกฝนกันอย่างดีแล้วนะคะทุกคนเข้าขากันได้ดีมากๆเลยนะคะทุกคน
ส่วนชนะสตรีมเมอร์คนไหนหนูคิดว่าหนูน่าชนะสตรีมเมอร์ที่ชื่อ Feeling Lock นะคะเพราะว่า
ไม่เอาดีกว่าไม่พูดเยอะเดี๋ยวแพ้มาเดี๋ยวมองหน้าคนดูไม่ติด
อย่างมากก็รู้จักพี่ไม้อย่างมากก็ถมช่วยพี่ไม้แล้วพี่ไม้ก็แค่ตบประมาณนั้น
ครับผมที่ผมอยากจะยิงหัวมากเลยคือซันนี่เฮลเกตนะครับวันนี้อยากยิงเขามากเลยนะครับแต่จริงๆเนี่ยผมต่อให้มือเดียวผมก็ชนะเขาได้
ถ้าให้เลือกว่าอยากจะเอาชนะใครนะคะอยากเอาชนะพี่บอยปกรณ์ค่ะเพราะว่าเป็นแฟนคลับพี่บอยมานานแล้วแต่ว่าก็อยากจะเอาชนะค่ะ
แน่นอนฮะสตรีมเมอร์คนอื่นนี่ผมบอกเลยว่าฝีมือนี่เทียบเท่าผมไม่ได้เลยสักคนนะครับผม
All right, so now we've heard from our PWKs here as we get ready to dive into the first round, but can they back up those claims that they are going to take down each other, get those wins coming through, and net themselves those grand prizes? Because, of course, first place going to be walking away with 4 Samsung Galaxy S9 Pluses, 128 gig capacity for them and all of their squad members. So pretty darn good prize, if you ask me.
In addition to that, you're going to give me the gold gunslinger avatar for your frame. I mean, it's going to be very, very nice to have that on your avatar screen just every time you log in, and you'll be basically the bragging of the town, and basically you'll be just going towards the fact that I won this tournament, no one can compare against me. That's kind of the pride line these guys are going for.
Well, they, of course, are not going to be alone in this endeavor. They have handpicked 3 other squad mates, so let's go ahead, take a look at the team overview and see who is backing up our PWKs here today.
Look at some of the teams already. 777, led by Janine. Weigel, of course, the singer that we were talking about, part YouTuber. This is a book led by Hellgate, Feeling Rock. That's going to be leading the King Joy. And also Sir Mikey, Yes You Can. Cop is going to be leading her. Queen Cobra. Nom team is going to be ZXC. Luciano Fern is going to be the early Fern with Miwa, who is leading Miwa. Nong Nom going to be finale team also with the 10th team. Du leading Game Maniac. That's going to lead us to the first 10 teams of the tournament. If we can get to the next 10, we're going to see Boy Pakorn is going to be just a BP. Very well known there. And Young Tana is going to be leading Tana. Chippy Sirin is going to be Ulala. And Antoine Pinto is going to be just a team Pinto as always. And Kutolita going to be leading the charge with Pachinki out there as well.
Yeah, going for the very relevant name. We already saw a couple squads yesterday really duking it out in Pachinki. Expecting to see a lot more of that moving on focus. Jirakul's going to be in sit room. And then coming up next, low cost cosplay, of course, going to be team at low cost.
Rain's going to be raining the Rain Yoko, Sunlock, and Retouch will be our last teams to round out the roster for today, and it should be very, very exciting for Thailand because yesterday Indonesia has been extremely exciting because we knew as soon as Rahmad and his team just showed up to play in that round number 1, we knew that was going to continue. It definitely did. A second place at round number 2 and kind of an early exit to a mid-early exit for round number 3, but still way ahead of the competition, and it got him and his team. Very much the first place finish on that tournament. So should see a lot of dominance, maybe from Thailand here today. We'll get to see some eyes on certain players here today as well.
Yeah, it was a really commanding lead to set up in the first round. I'm wondering if we're going to have some more of that here today from the Thai squads, or if it's going to be a bit more tight-knit, the kills a bit more scattered around between the squads, and then making for maybe a bit more interesting. Not to say that yesterday's games were bad by any means. They were all very action-packed and kind of down to the wire. But once Ramad had taken first place so commandingly with 21 kills, then followed up with the second place finish, we kind of knew that they were almost mathematically guaranteed to have that first place spot. The next team in second needed 10 more kills in the final round to try to tie them, let alone surpass them. So it was very highly unlikely. So I'm hoping that we have a lot more shifting around coming through. Maybe some of the teams who are falling down into the bottom 5 teams in the first round, maybe they can frag their way up, get into the top 10, the top 5 as we progress through, and just make things very up in the air. What it really has to come down to the math. The stats guys in the back running the numbers to figure out who the winner is.
I mean, the whole point of a round of 3 tournaments, talking about how that will work out, is going to be just about anyone can win the games, and round 1 should tell us who's going to be taking the really good advantage to going forward.
Anyone could win, but only one squad will win, Joel. That's the beautiful thing here about PUBG Mobile, and we're getting ready to dive into our first round here of the day. Round 1 starting right now, Thailand. Let's see what you got. All right, and here we are, round number 1 in the plane, getting ready for the drop. It's like could be cutting straight over Novo, just about. Yet again, another very shallow flight path. We've had a lot of these this weekend.
Yesterday we got a lot of just one-sided flight paths. We're going to be dropping from Novo all the way down to Hospital. Not really touching South Georgia Pool before we get there. This means that the early drops will mean lots of people will be heading towards military power. The Pwk will definitely be possible to get there, but maybe Kamesh and Stauber will be out of the range. Yasnaya, just maybe the extent of what the teams can get to. We just don't know any information about a lot of these teams already, so it just means that the first round should tell us what are the teams that we should be looking out for, and what are the certain players that we should be keeping our eyes out for as well. It should tell us how this round 1 will head about.
Yeah, we had a couple of pro players in the mix yesterday with the Indonesian matches. Today, not so much. Going to be a lot more just general personalities, YouTubers, streamers, actors, etc. So no one who's going to be professionally trained, I guess, if you want to put it that way, to be playing this game. So should be a lot more of an even playing field coming in for these guys. Already a decent spread coming through across the map. Surprisingly, almost nobody going to the military base. A lot of scatter coming through across Milta Power, and even some drifting as far as Morsk.
And there we see some dropping already from multiple teams now in retouch place, and they're going to be starting off from what we look at a couple of teams already at Watertown with team number 3 Kingjoy is going to be led by Feeling Rock, along with team number 8. It seems like Miwa is going to be leading the charge there. So also exciting stuff already, and look at that jacket to start us off. You talk about PUBG Mobile having some unique clothing. That's the way to start off there.
Well, he's ready to go, but already we're going to have our first knock here. As one of the members of Tana here come forward, they find that knock.
It's coming from school already. Tanaka is going to be starting off with TS7A. Of course, the team number 1 starting us off already. And how will this wear about? Because we didn't see any type of school fight yesterday, because most of the teams opted to go for Pachinki, and that was the hot place of the day.
Yeah,
this got to round number 3.
Definitely a bit of a newer shift here for us. AK spray coming down. One of the members of TS will be able to find him. That's going to be getting knocked, so he will fall. Already the kills rolling through. A very good start for Tana.
Weigel's team getting the trouble there, but kind of fire right back.
Yeah, Thumb just find a kill here. Get knocked. Spray down coming through, looking for the finish. Will be able to find that. So an exchange of kills coming through, and already multiple people going to be going down off the bat. A very early start, and that is a horse head. I've not seen that.
I think that is.
That is a horse mask.
It's going to be Miwa.
I had no idea we had that in this game.
You know what? There's always exploration for skins out there. Of course, one of the highly treasured things about PUBG Mobile is that you get these unique skins that you don't get in the PC games. We're still at school, though, trying to just figure out the winner between team number 1 and team number 12 with Tana. Of course, with T7 as well. See what that will turn out to. See T7 Dumb is all by himself there, and actually just losing Janine, A and IPFS, Team Dumb. What they're gonna do from this situation is gonna have to be very, very interesting. Possible member already.
Back over to the school here. One of the members of Tana yet again gonna get knocked. His Dumb pushes forward, finds another one, gets the finish with the pump shotgun. 2 kills to his name already.
How many members are available from team number 12, Tana? Because we're still looking at this now. We see Ka kind of in the background, so we don't know if that's the only person left standing for team number 12. I think that might be. He's just running away from school. It seems like he just want to stay alive for the longest of time. If he wants to go for the 1v1, he can do so, but just losing out right here, going down as a 19th place team. You just don't want to do that.
Yep, Tanaka just going to go ahead and get out of there. Just going to be leaving Dumb to his devices. We'll go ahead and take a flip over. And we will take a look at Chippy here. Team Ulala.
Yeah, this is going to be Chippy Sirin, the Thai famous actress. The TV dramas, and she's going to be leading the charge with Ulala. Already here playing and having a good time, sure, but still has all 4 members in North George, looking like she's going to just farm out the apartments to start us off.
She's going to be rotating around the area. Does have some enemies nearby from Team 777. Maybe even in the building. She doesn't have that much ammo. Needs to get some. Finds 30 rounds, so now we'll just at least have a second clip. Might have to use that very, very soon. Off screen, we saw ZXC get taken out.
Okay, look at retouch please already. Talk about it. This guy is he likes retouching pictures in funny ways. That's the description of him. Can he retouch up on the skills here? We're gonna find out some shots here.
Get some shots. We'll be able to find the one there. With the help of his teammate Yim coming in from the side, does knock him down. Still going to be in a bit of an awkward spot, but another shot coming through.
Yeah, Risa probably will not be rezzed up. Might not have enough time to get there, so it's going to be the first man down for retouch. But otherwise, good at firing back because it seems like the other team. See, on the other side was Team 16 with Sit Room, of course, led by Focus Jiracle.
Oh, we had a horse head. Why not an entire rabbit suit coming in?
And it's just it keeps on giving. What it is.
It's going to be G9 getting knocked down. Focus nearly bleeding out. And Mary tries to finish him off, manages to get the knock there onto Yim, but here comes another one. Yim just pushing forward.
No helmet, by the way.
Has that UMP ready, and now just catches him from the side. Wasn't ready for that angle. That's going to be Mary going down, as well as all of Sit Room already eliminated.
That's going to be the 18th place finish for this team here. Sit Room, led by Focus Jiracle, of course, a Thai actress. She's been an actress since 7. So has been around the scene for a long time, but not long around enough in this particular PUBG game in round number 1.
Red zone warning going out. So we'll be taking a look at Sudlock here as they push forward. Not in any danger at the moment. Going to be in a perfectly fine position as they're operating around the western bridge off the military base where nobody went.
We saw the circle just for a split second, just saw that it's going to be leading across the southeast side of Erangel. That the military base still a possibility, of course a slim possibility at that, but we're going to see some Milta plays, or we're going to see some Pachinki left in this one. We're going to find out with the next circles to come, because now starting to close as a 8-minute mark just heads into our round number 1. Just means that teams that are currently at Georgopol right now, a couple of teams over there, has to make a move on, just trying to get to the next location in time.
Meanwhile, over in Hospital, not really something that we saw at all in yesterday's games. See a couple squads going to be hanging out in that vicinity, going to have to start moving over to the safe zone relatively shortly as the blue is moving in.
You see low-cost cosplay. This team right here, Gamero, is the cosplayer's teammate. Gonna be heading with the Scar. It's right around, just a little bit south of Georgopol. Have to get a move on to get to the next location. Also see team number 11 with BP. Boy Pakorn leading charge there.
Yeah, they've been gathering up some vehicles. Could use that for potential cover as we go later into the game. I think right now they have 3 between the 4 of them, and that could make for some very good protection.
See Queen
as we
Cobra.
get into the later game.
Yeah. See Cop there, so top streamer there. The charge for Queen Cobra there. Back to BP. See what we can get from this situation. Not really anyone in the mix. This means that they can peacefully farm out the rest of the area before making a move on.
Already, teams shifting into the safe zone a lot earlier than we saw yesterday. There was a lot of late looting, especially in the first round. People hanging around Georgia Pole, North Georgia Pole, for quite some time. We'll see one of our first crate drops here, an M24, the extended quick draw, and an 8X scope. So if anyone can find that, hanging out around shelter at the moment, but nobody really in the vicinity.
And that is M24 before the nerf. If you guys are more familiar with the PC version, it'll be a lot stronger, coming only from crates. Look at this situation, though. Queen Cobra, see what we can get from these situations.
Looking for the shots. Favorite item going to be painkillers.
All right.
I don't know if I'd admit that, but there we go. Enjoy getting shot up. You see, pushing forward.
It's real. We can get out of this play. We see the rush coming from the flank from 2 players already. Kingjoy, let's be a little bit careful. Just trying to go for the res, it seems like, but otherwise, Rouge Rio and also Black Cloud for Queen Cobra, just trying to go for sure kills if they can.
Starting to move their way up, some shots coming through. Already playing with a bit of a handicap here as they have 3 members, and now the tag's coming through into Black Cloud. He's going to get lit up. Has to go ahead, peel back down.
Rouge Rio definitely spots him inside just with that M16, but does not get the kills right away. So they both boo. Did come up in time, so the res did happen. So will allow them to heal right back, just trying to go return to this fight if they can.
Got them pinned behind the tree at the moment, but another member coming in from behind. Be very cautious about that, and you can see they don't want to take the fight right here. They will go ahead and peel back away. Yeah, Black Cloud's still going to be lit up.
Bobo's going to be in a very awkward situation right now. Just get to an alternate area, just trying to find himself in a good position to make sure he can fire back towards his opponents. But Rouge Rio has been rotating quite well, just going from house to house, from terrain to terrain, to make sure his opponents does not know his whereabouts.
Oh, that shot lined up, not going to get the knock, but gets a lot of damage on the boat boo.
Another one.
They have to play that much more cautiously. Not sure where the shot came from. You could see here, he's playing around the other side of the tree, trying to line up this shot as Rouge Rio, but just not going to be standing still for him.
Can't really be too sure with a Kar 98 every single time. You want to give your position away, but at the same time, you want to take the shots. Trying to get the best out of that situation, but this time, we're going to get a headshot, but otherwise, nothing really in particular after that.
This whole time, the blue's still moving in. These guys have not been able to move, and you can see, members of Kingjoy, they have to go ahead and abandon that buggy at the moment because it's just too risky to push back over to it, knowing that that Kar 98 has a bead.
Team Pachinki at Yasnaya, kind of being contrary to their team name, but they're going to be here in Yasnaya, along with Ariel. So Ariel's going to be led the charge from Fern. What happens here? Yasnaya is still in the circle, no problem there, as we see the next one probably going to open up very, very soon as the indicator shows us that the circle is almost done closing for the very first round.
I'm trying to figure out where that shot came from. Bud sitting across the street, not sure if they know that he's there yet. Tried to get the tag, was not able to do so.
See Yasnaya now kind of away from the circle now. You see the walking, running icon on that blue. It just shows us that Ariel is no longer in that circle. So Yasnaya, they have to just get a move on with Ulala, kind of finding themselves just a little bit outside the circle after this next one open up. Kind of a central location opening to where we saw the last one coming out. So farm included, Pachinki included still as well. To see which positions the teams decide to take on this next rotation.
See the houses here are going to be unlooted, so this is just going to be QC pushing forward here. Queen Cobra getting a decent bit of loot coming through. First aid going to be picked up by Black Cloud. Certainly needed that earlier after getting lit up. In the meantime, though, BP just hanging out. They're having a good time. Haven't really had to fight anybody yet.
We're going to see some blue action right here. We see Rain. Trying to just bandage up, it seems like. Yeah, just trying to apply the bandage in time.
Yeah, working through the inventory.
Does have that first aid if they choose to use it. They just have to make themselves in so that this first blue, of course not the biggest damage in the world, will still not hurt them in the long run.
Already though, a lot slower than we might have been anticipating here only going to be the 2 teams eliminated, I do believe. A couple kills going to be scattered throughout the remaining squads. So we see low cost going to be pushing forward here. Hop up into the air. Oh, not what they wanted. Not going to take any damage though. Vehicle's going to be fine, so they can be safe to cruise up into this house complex just to the north side of Pwk.
See GM right here, Game Maniac, led by Du.
Oh,
with Sudlock.
Yeah, we got a crate out here.
Yeah, right in the waters.
They're going to be looking to pick this one up.
ไอ้เหี้ยเขาถ่ายพวกเราอยู่
We'll go ahead and flip over to a player perspective.
Really see. It could just be GM though. Game Maniac, team number 10, led by Du. Having a fun time, just smiling, laughing. And that's what it's all about, you know, for the first round. Just get your hands ready, just get that warmed up. Make sure you're ready to win the prize. Of course, there's some people are just here to have fun, just here to enjoy the tournament in action. Basically just a celebrity showdown for all these famous internet player well-knowns, along with the real-life player well-knowns. Of course, we have actors, we have actresses, we also have singers and dancers as well. Everyone here in the mix. It's a very exciting day of play today and see what we're going to get from a lot of these teams.
Well, Rain actually going to go down there to the safe zone, it would seem. So, Rain Yokohama take it out. Unfortunate there. Team still going to be alive, though. So, just the only one to fall for the moment.
This is Team 7 now, led by Janine Weigel. They're still in the mix, but of course we saw from the school action earlier, very much the earlier parts of the game. It's going to be number 8, Miwa. Trying to just jump up the ledge. Very good. She's very happy about that. Still have all 4 members alive in Roshock, seems like. And see that the faces of the streamers having a great time in the tournament.
So she was feeling pretty confident coming into this event. Trying to get that victory. So far, going to still be alive.
Interesting information is that Miwa actually won the Top 1 award for Chicken Beagle tonight. So, sponsored by Beagle Live. There was a tournament for PUBG mobile players out there, and Miwa actually came out on top. So, I'm sure she's feeling extremely confident that the fact that she can actually have a chance to be the first place winner out of the Thailand tournament today.
See here, Dumb with his teammates dead. Going to be dropping out of this roof, but he is right next to an enemy, and we're not sure if he knows about this. He's going to vault in.
He's going to be right next to Tana.
AK's ready to go. He's already got 2 kills. Can he find another one? We'll have to wait and find out.
He would be outnumbered if that does the case, but yeah.
It's not going to happen. Tanaka manages to get the kill. These guys parted ways back at school at the very beginning of the game, and now they clash again, but Tanaka, he's got the upper hand. He comes out on top, just sitting parked here on the top of the stairs. Gets that one. And a nice little kill comes through, and that is going to be Team 7's eliminated.
Yeah, Team number 1, Team 7, whatever you want to call them, they're out. Janine Weigel no longer in this round 1. It just means that Team number 12 with Nong Chana, of course an actor, leading the charge here. And see what he can do, because he's still alive and still ready to play. At 31 years of age, he's still got to touch to get some kills across the board.
We saw some of our players yesterday being, I think, as old as 35.
And he said he won.
Our oldest player that we had.
He actually came in 3rd place.
Yep. So, age is just a number.
It's
not a limiting factor these days, you know?
We try to say that.
I mean, certainly there could be some advantages, but to keep those reflexes up, the game sense, practiced, you never know. You might still be finding success at that age.
Just might be the funniest thing we said all day. Age is merely a number. Let's just believe in that. Of course, we have some teams that want to believe in that as the next circle opens up. Just means that Pinto and Twanders still in the mix. And we're already in the center of the circle with so many teams now have to move in. All the teams were playing the edges. Just means that the rotation here could be a lot rougher if the teams decide to clash into each other. Very well could happen.
Well, Tanaka now still just going to be parked in that house. He doesn't want to move, but he's probably going to have to very shortly. Low cost cosplay and his team still going to be hovering out just to the north side of Pwk. They're going to have to shift over to the east pretty shortly here.
Yeah. You can see this rotation by Arrow. At the same time, see Kingjoy, led by Feeling Rock. They're still in the mix, just right around. Definitely hear the vehicle, so.
Not going to have a shot, though. Going to be obscured, so they can't get any hits in. So will not
Cobra
be netting extra shots.
This is Cop. This is Cop coming from Queen Cobra. She's the leader, and she's very optimistic about her opportunities here, and feels like she can definitely take the big bucks. But you get 2,500 UC, of course, the in-game currency for first place, and of course that she'll be all over that. About 40 US dollar equivalent. Of course, that's not the biggest prize in the world. Could be, but I think what the players are going for today definitely will be the banner. I mean, the avatar.
Yeah, the banner and the Samsung phones. That's going to be
the
two biggest things that they can net for themselves. But Cop's going to try to get that win. Not wearing the police uniform for this event.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see if that's going to cost her.
Ooh, look at this, though.
Oh, yeah, some shots coming through.
Big fight coming out.
We have a great fight coming in.
Finale team.
From the side. Team Finale taking quite a couple shots coming in here. One already knocked, one healing up. Get picked back up.
Ooh, Yokohama and his team just putting out the numbers and getting multiple men knocked away from final. Oh, look at that. Already Finale.
Oh, Pang Pong actually pushed into the house from behind, took them all out.
I think Rain Yokohama is still alive, though. You see Cannon.
Yeah, everybody nearby got eliminated, but up on the high ground here with the AWM.
My goodness.
The shots are coming through. He's going to find that one shot
Cannon
for a bit more. Doesn't have that many bullets remaining.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 bullets of that 300 Magnum. Not much left available, but if he can get all 5 to connect, that will be an entirely dead Finale team. They only have 3 members left alive.
Got 1 kill so far. Just spotted one on the bottom floor. They're still looking. Shots coming in.
Close.
Yeah, Pang Pong says, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't sit here. He's going to be moving away from that window. Keeps himself alive.
Yeah, once you get hit by that, you definitely will know with the fire damage.
Ooh, into the corner.
Shot
He's looking for Carrot. Finds it. Another knock coming down. Will not be able to get the finish, however. They can keep picking him up, but this is going to cost them valuable resources with their healing items. But they're also going to be draining that AWM's ammo at the same time, so still going to be an interesting trade back coming through.
Very nice smoke coming through. That just means that Cannon will have basically no opportunity to shoot around, as the res already came up already. This will probably mean that Magnus will come to no use. Oh, be careful there.
Yeah, he got in.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking a little rough for a second, but manages to make it into the UAZ. But they're driving straight for Team BP. They're going to hop out now. Spray from the AK out of Big. Gets the tag. Doesn't find it. Beautiful going to get shot up from behind. It's going to be the captain getting knocked out.
Yeah, Pwk's team just finding it a little bit difficult already. As they're still finding it on.
Big's pushing forward. He's just not going to go down. Just gets rid of everybody, and Pwk's team has been eliminated. 16th place for them.
This is a book, is what TIAB stands for, but Hellgate didn't even help there, as Big just did all the job there. Mila is trying to go for the fight.
Yeah, they're looking for it, but Tanaka, he's just been squatting in this attic. 9 falling so low, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get picked up. Just so very far away. Tanaka comes up with another kill. This guy's been holding on by a thread. 4 kills to his name so far. Has not left this attic. You see, he is in this for the long haul. He's got 31 bandages ready to go. 6 boosts and a couple first aids as well.
That just means that he's going to be playing in the blue for the longest of time.
But now he's got to shift past all the members here of low cost. He was up onto that high ground.
See what that means, though.
Low cost going to be the more immediate threat for him.
Have all 4 members. And it seems like this team number 2, led by Hellgate. After Big, you saw him pick up that 5 kills. He's been on a roll recently.
Yeah, he's looking for the spray down here onto the Beagle. Did manage to find a tag, but not going to be able to get that crucial knock.
It was against Arrow, of course, led by Fern. Top VJ and Beagle Live. Definitely a funny character is what she represents down that platform, because all these players here, the player well-knowns that we're introducing to you guys today, all 20 of them, extremely famous in Thailand. So some of them you might just know outside of Thailand. So for the English viewers out there, you're interested in some of getting to know some of these personalities. PWKs are out in the open, and just search them out, get interested. See how they play today.
Well, Fern's squad there, Arrow on the hunt. Did stop after that initial tag came through, so maybe they're going to be looking to take a fight. In the meantime, Miwa's squad coming up close to Cops. Queen Cobra sitting nearby. They're pushing in, but they're also trying to make their way into the safe zone. But yeah, this isn't conspicuous whatsoever. 3 UAZs outside of a shack. There's definitely nobody in there.
Oh man!
Don't throw a nade.
Come on, Miwa.
It would just be a waste of a frag, you know.
You're the best female PUBG mobile player in Thailand. You definitely know what's up.
According to Bigo. All right. Well, this is going to be Hellgate from This Is a Book. As they're sitting inside the house, they were getting pushed by Fern's squad.
I wonder what they're trying to say when their team name is This Is a Book. Literally, it could be just a statement that this is a book.
They're just trying to say that this is a book.
Hey, Hey, look
at this, though.
Maybe they think that everything is a book, but here we go. All hell's going to break loose as we look at that house in the meantime. Shots coming out. Team Pinto trying to eliminate Finale.
That's Antoine Pinto's team. And
It's going to be knocked. You see how fast he's bleeding out? He's going to get taken down there. Yeah, the final shot's coming through. Lala now pushing forward. Yoi in the blue. No chance to get the heal off. He'll be going down.
Oh, we talked about this earlier.
Look at this. Jay is sneaking up pretty close there.
Hey, that's not done yet.
Dominic in a rough spot. He's going to have to get the heals off. Does have 3 first aids, but he does start channeling it.
Some
Do
time.
you have enough time?
3 seconds.
Yes, he's got it.
Just barely. Oh,
one more tick.
One tick away.
One more tick would have taken him down. Luckily, he's got a lot of boost. Needs to run those, but also just needs to start moving in.
Yeah, the circle's hurting a lot more than it used to. Matey.
Matey's going to get taken
he's
out.
already down. He just can't be rezzed up.
Yeah, Dominic, you got to stop. You got to stop.
You have 6 first aids. Oh, my. He's not going to stop.
He's trying to just push his way in, but Queen Cobra's sitting right here in the shack, so even if he can make it in, the odds of getting away from this alive, unless he tosses that frag grenade, is going to be slim to none.
Down.
You see they have plenty of firepower here, and yeah, he will get taken out. That's going to be Ulala completely eliminated now.
Okay, look at Lopez.
One of the members of Pinto as well. That's Antoine. He gets eliminated.
Okay, look at 10 here. GM. Game managing, what they can do.
Yeah, finds that knock. Should be able to get the very easy finishes compared to their face. He's going to be spawning out here potentially.
Oh my goodness.
Shots coming through.
Are you serious?
And that's just going to be it. Low cost cosplay and his squad going to be eliminated very shortly. 11th place over to them.
Oh my word. Dew and his squad doing work right there, Game Maniacs. 1v3, just no problem whatsoever. Team Pwk, see what they can do. Look at some players here, and they're just hovering around the farm. Remember, they started off in Yasnaya and made it all the way down to farm, but just have to make their way up again. And the circle is just a little bit past them. Find multiple teams along that path. You see Pinto. They're going to be already in that mix. Team 19 with Sudlock. He's there as well.
Team Pwk just pushing in the blue at their backs in the meantime. Errol's just going to be driving in.
They're out.
Yeah, Jay gets taken down.
Team Miwa is going to be out of this one. Very shortcoming. The top PUBG Mobile player would do a little bit better on her first round. Her team could not hold up in time as she goes out in 10th place.
Shots coming through. Ruisreal finding that hit. Down the Moss, but gets tagged up immediately in return. See the shots coming down. Queen Cobra down onto that lower ground, trying to stay alive, trying to push into the safe zone.
Action already, and this is the big rotation that is going to amount to a lot of kills coming through because all the players are kind of already clustered in the left side. And more action comes through.
Going for the spray there, but there's a lot of damage. Has to get the res onto the teammate. They have the Car 98. Certainly want to be relying on that in these longer range fights. Not much healing there, though.
Yeah, Queen Cobra, they're somehow still in this one with her
She's trying to crawl out. Tags are coming through.
Sick.
As he's trying to get the finish here. One more shot would do it. He's trying to spray him down with a UMP. Queen Cobra makes her way over to Black Cloud. She might have been able to do it. Hasn't popped up in the kill feed yet.
Get this now and see what we can get out of it because Team Pwk is just having a hard time just trying to get into the circle. And we're all plenty healthy. See Molly's Just now up in the air, Finale, see what they can do with that.
Tossing that one out, not sure if it's going to be getting any hits in. Ooh. In the meantime, Chica will get shot from the side. Nut coming up with these tags. The SKS should be able to get that finish.
Oh, look at Fern.
2 kills. And yeah, Fern's squad doing quite well. 3-member squad coming into this one and excelling so far.
Actually, I don't think Fern's in this game. Just might not have connected onto this one, but still.
Might have disconnected.
Should be very proud either way.
I think that might have been. I think that might be the situation. I think she might have actually disconnected after getting killed.
Okay.
Hard to say. Oh man!
Oh my!
We're finally gonna have a vehicle kill. I think for the first time, they just go ahead, push way up, way aggressively, get that one knock.
Was that
by running them over? But yeah, I think they just lose it all right there.
Oh
Retouch, trying to go a bit too ham, and now they're going to be eliminated in 7th place.
Look at that mini-map, just all clustered up in the edge. No one's even going for the center end. Oh man, this is going to mean lots of fighting with these 9 people left remaining in situation with 6 teams left to go. Lots of solo one-man squads. Let's see what we can get out of this result.
Black Cloud getting tagged. Car 98 getting that hit is Errol. This squad, they're all unified on this side of the map. They are all relatively full HP. They have range, they have close quarter power as well, and everybody else is just scattered around.
Yeah,
that's 8 alive with 5 teams. 3 of those alive are going to be here on Errol. Ooh. Another shot in.
Some good shots.
R5 going low as Bomb just keeps popping off here with this Car 98, looking for the hit. Not going to be leading it enough, but does have that M4, and it's going to be Bomb able to get the kill.
That was very close there. Could have ran away, but just means one more knocked away. Closer and closer to Ariel. Is going to be trying to go for this win here with Not. And also Shop and Bomb. They're here for Fern to see if her team can get the first chicken dinner of the night.
It's looking so very likely, as everybody else is just going to be single players coming through into this one. Pangpon here from Team Finale, still in it, the last one remaining, firing down onto them, but a nice shot coming through from Bomb yet again with the Car 98, looking for the kill onto Essek. Can't get it yet, has to get the reload, but he is just in open field with the blue pushing in. So even if this tag doesn't come through, Bomb just going to be denied a kill perhaps.
Look at Bomb, so composed there, knows exactly what he's supposed to do when he's getting shot from that angle.
Pangpon taken down, Essek in such a bad spot, still needs to get in safe. Trying to heal up, but not sure if he really has anything, and Nut's going to get taken down on Team Sunblock. One more trying to push in, Exit going to go down.
Last one, 3v1.
And this would be an absolute miracle here for Boba to try to get this one. The tag's already come through, and that's going to be it.
Look at that.
11
kills.
Or Errol, sorry, coming up with the win. 11 kills on the squad. Wonderfully done. Sunblock coming second, but they have no kills to their name, so not going to be accruing that many points here in the first round. Really good look, though, for this squad. Great start for Fern.
Hey, 3-man squad. Fern wasn't in this one. It doesn't really matter. Her team's going to get the chicken dinner regardless, and that's going to be a great start to round 1. 11 kills does add lots of points. 220 already with that mix in. It just means that other teams now have some serious catching up to do from round 2 in Miramar to round 3 back again in Erangel. Just means that a lot of teams with a lot of kills could do the and get the job done. But that means that Arrow, if they can get a decent round 2, it might just be deja vu from yesterday, as we saw Ramad and his team do so well after those 2 dominating performances on 2 consecutive rounds. See if they can do it again.
Not sure. It's it's not going to be as dominant of a start as we saw from Armad yesterday, but it's still going to be a pretty darn good one. 500 points for that first place finish. 11 kills coming through, so another 220 on top of that. Really excellent start here from Fern's squad, but can they maintain that form moving forward in this event? Are we just going to have another Armada? Are we just going to have another squad that comes in and absolutely crush? Not sure. We're going to have to wait for the next rounds to find out, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look back at some of the moments here from round number 1. Where Early was able to pick up that win.
And look at this. It's a start from the get-go. Lots of kills coming through. Retouch. Actually, they're doing a very good job in the earlier parts of the game. And even Rain, Yokohama, and his team. They had 8 WM shots. Very sweet ones, but did not lead to a sure kill. And look at this coming from TIAB. Big, just going all by himself. He had his teammates to work with, but didn't even need him there.
I did not Low cost getting eliminated, 11th place for them, so not going to be a fantastic start. We have to see if a lot of these teams are going to be able to bounce back and claw their way up. This was was extremely aggressive coming through and basically through a retouch out of the first round, kind of just sending themselves to their own deaths. Managed to get the first vehicle kill that I think we've seen so far this weekend. Maybe we'll have some more coming, but it came at a very high cost.
And it did, and it almost led to just literally a team being eliminated. You just went driving outside the circle on that very late timing in the game, and you know the blue damage is going to surely hurt you in addition to the team that's going to be firing back. But, you know, we like for more vehicle kills that adds to the entertainment value, but just do it at the right timing should give you a lot more rewards.
Yeah, I think, you know, third, fourth circle, that's okay. But when you get down to the final stages, even if you manage to get all the kills on the enemies, getting yourself back into the safe zone, you might not be able to do it because the blue is just going to be chunking you out so much. But guys, that's round one in the bag. We have 2 more to go tonight, but Art Airley going to be starting things off with a very nice lead after they take first place. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have round number 2 for you, so don't go anywhere.
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้เป็นเกมที่ทำให้อะดรีนาลีนหลั่งได้เยอะมากเพราะว่าทุกครั้งที่ชิปเล่นเนี่ยก็จะมือเท้าชาเพราะว่าตื่นเต้นหนักมากแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้มันทำให้เราอยากแบบ improve ให้เก่งขึ้นแล้วก็ชนะคุณเอาตัวเป็นโตได้ส่วนคุณบอยเนี่ยเขาไม่สามารถเทียบสกิลเพลย์เราได้แค่นี้เราก็รู้สึกว่าเราโอเคแล้วค่ะก็
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากแล้วก็ยังเป็นการใช้เวลาว่างๆเนี่ยร่วมกับเพื่อนร่วมกับคนในครอบครัวก็ยังได้นะครับที่สำคัญเนี่ยเป็นเกมที่ฝึกสมาธิได้อย่างดีเลยนะฮะถ้าเกิดใครได้ดูได้ชมแล้วชอบเนี่ยก็ไปโหลดเล่นกันได้นะครับที่ PUBG Mobile นั่นเองนะฮะ
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากๆครับอยากจะบอกว่าเล่นแล้วแบบติดมากๆ PUBG Mobile เป็นเกมที่เล่นง่ายครับอยู่ข้างนอกก็เล่นได้แล้วก็จะเป็นเวลาแบบไม่ได้เยอะมากครับเกมหนึ่งจบแล้วก็เล่นกับเพื่อนได้
ครับผมก็เชิญชวนนะฮะวันที่1 กรกฎาคมนี้นะฮะ2 ทุ่มเป็นต้นไปนะฮะมาเชิญชวนทุกคนมาดูการแข่งขันนะครับไลฟ์สตรีมมิ่งของ PUBG นะฮะผมก็จะไลฟ์ที่ช่องทางผมนะฮะทาง Pwk TV ครับผมรวมถึงสามารถดูได้ด้วยนะฮะที่ช่องทาง Official ของ PUBG ครับผมเจอกันจ้า
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back from the break, getting ready to go into round number 2. Just had round 1 put into the books. I'm Achilles. This is Joel Sophie. If you're just joining us here, you are watching the Samsung Galaxy Pwk PUBG Mobile Invitational, the first PUBG Mobile global tournament ever.
That's true. It is, ever. And as we're hitting in the history books, we're already in this one. We got to Indonesia yesterday. That was the first ever. And now we're going to get the second ever with Thailand now going in the books as well. But already round one looking so good for a lot of these PWKs out there. Player well-knowns. We got 20 of them today, and some of them definitely making the highlight reel, as we saw from the good and the bad, talking about how that round one went about.
It definitely was. There was a lot of good, and there was some really questionable stuff coming through there. The charge in, we were just talking about it before the break, but the charge in straight to the blue zone right at the end of the game there, trying to get those kills, just leading to your own death, was really, really odd by Retouch. We'll see if they're going to clean up their play as we get ready to move deeper into this tournament. Also, if Airly is going to maintain this performance, they pick up the win in round one. They get 11 kills while doing so. So not as dominant as we saw from our round one yesterday, where it was a first place finish with 21 kills. So not going to be as large of a lead setting up right at the beginning of this event. So I actually kind of like this. As much as it's good to see a team that can absolutely just crush and dominate everybody, I really like the even playing field a little bit more so when it comes down to PUBG Mobile. Because it's always about that shuffle, and it comes down to the math at the end of it, and we're just wondering who is it that comes out on top, because, you know, it's so hard for us to keep track of everything. We have to keep up with the action, so let alone keeping up with all of the numbers. So we're waiting here with bated breath by the end of the day, trying to figure out who's going to be in first place. I like that a lot.
And that's what it's supposed to be for 3-rounders. When we get 3 rounds to decide the champions, you're going to have unexpectancies talking about who's going to take the championship. We're not supposed to know until the very end. Yeah. Yesterday, it wasn't that case where Indonesia, talking about Rahman, we talk about him all day and today as well. He's been stellar along with his teammates, doing so well. I got that basically just a dominance and also confirmation after round 2 have such a dominating performance back and back. And we'll see if that happens again early. Just a good performance in round 2. Could see that happen again.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings from round 1 and see where all of the teams are going to be lying here throughout the standings, to see where these guys are going to be. In last place, going to be Yes You Can. Unfortunate. Don't think they actually showed up on the day, so I think we have to exclude them. I think they might have disqualified themselves at least from round 1. Yeah, after that's going to be ZXC Luciano. Only 80 points acquired. So not going to be a very good look for these guys.
I mean, the top of the standings from the bottom half is going to be from This Is a Book, which looked really good. I mean, we talked about 5 kills that came through, but 5 kills came without a very high standing in terms of rankings, so they're going to be ending up at 230 is the best you're going to get out of the bottom standing. Miwa, we thought her team was on the roll earlier in the game, but definitely did not see the same type of outlet in terms of how her team went about in the results.
But here we go. In first place, it's going to be Airly, as we already know. 720 points netted for them, with Pinto coming in second, 410. We're only able to get 3 kills. You can see that Airly was really fragging out of control compared to every other team. The next closest is going to be Retouch with those 6 kills, and they died getting them.
And we saw a Finale team at that 3rd place spot, posting 395 points along with 4 kills. It's going to be looking very good for these guys. See how that works about. Round 2 should be very important, Achilles, because we'll get a better indication of who are going to become the favorites out of the PWKs that we have today. And we're going to see round 3 become a little bit more of a question mark as we did from yesterday comparatively, and definitely would like to see that happen from my end personally.
Yeah. I want to see how Pinto especially is going to bounce back from this one. Their team leader, our resident Thai boxer, Antoine Pinto, did get taken down by the blue zone.
It did?
Earlier on in the game, wasn't really even near the end, so a bit of an embarrassing moment there for him, but the team able to kind of put them on his back and carry him all the way into that 2nd place spot. So we'll see if he can kind of clean it up a little bit, bounce back, and have a stronger game in game 2, and maybe overtake Airly and Fern squad for that 1st place spot. A lot of questions. A lot of these teams could very well surge forward with 1 chicken dinner and a couple kills. They very well could overtake Airly.
And we also saw a lot of differences in terms of round 1 and round 2 results from yesterday in Indonesia, and should see the same thing from Thailand, because Erangel and Miramar plays in very different ways, and that just means that some of the teams that are better prepared for Miramar and less prepared in that retrospective will probably mean that some teams will come to the rise of the teams that we didn't see in round number 1, but in round number 2 when we get to Miramar for the very first time, we might just see some surprise faces, surprise names as we get on to this next round to see what happens.
Yeah, it's quite possible. We'll see how much work these guys have put into Miramar. But, you know, playing Erangel twice in this tournament, you know, in the 1st round, then the 3rd round to close it out. probably going to be putting a bit more.
We're at the lobby here. We're just looking at some of the players who are just player well-knowns as we see them on the screens here. It's just recognize some of the names here. I think that's going to be Jenny Weigel as far as I can tell. It's going to be from team number 1. She's, of course, a famous singer and YouTuber, but she definitely had to tell us that she loves to play games. And we're going to get just a little bit of a loading screen, but otherwise, I can see some, just a lobby and see how that works out. Just looking at the couple of team well-knowns, just a player well-knowns up there, and should be very exciting because round 1 was very exciting in itself. Round 2, we can just expect the same.
Yeah, it was a bit slower pace there coming through, but I think with Miramar, with the change of terrain, perhaps it's going to be a bit more action coming in. Of course, the map's going to be a lot larger, so there is a lot more room for these guys to disperse across the map and safely farm up, but maybe we'll see some bolder people dropping into spots like Los Leones, Picado perhaps, and maybe we'll get some early skirmishing going through from these squads. But when it comes down to those open areas, you're trying to push up the hill, somebody with a sniper rifle on the other side, they have a very clear shot at you, going to be very limited cover. So I think we might be seeing some more kills coming through earlier on in these games.
I mean, yesterday was all about talking about Pachinki in that round number 1, but, today's game, the round 1 was all about school, starting off with team number 1, which was team 7, along with, I think it was team 12 with Tana.
It was Tahaka coming in.
Yeah, Tana.
And he managed to go quite far by just sitting inside of an attic for a very, very long time, but did get taken out in the end. But it was a good running. He did the best with what he had, which was about 31 bandages.
You know what that is, though, but if you win out of school, you're going to win out in multiple scenarios. And in that attic, he did very well. Didn't survive to the end, as you were trying to think and try to say in that argument, but we did see school action from round 1. Round 2, you might just get some action that we didn't see yesterday.
We did, but you say surviving out of school, and I don't know if it counts if you go running for your life.
He did run away.
He was running away from Dumb.
Look,
did get the kill in the end. He killed him later on, but he didn't take the fight.
All it is, he went to school, he survived, and got out.
Okay.
There's a difference between surviving out of school and becoming the king out of school. But out of round 1, we saw some exciting action already. Round 2, we might get some Hacienda del Patron. We might see some Picado gymnasium fights. All of these are becoming a possibility as we might just see some difference in terms of how the teams are approaching these strategies, because it all could very much vary in terms of, what the teams prepared in preparation of this tournament today. So, Indonesia and Thailand, it's already looking very different, and we can just expect some exciting things and great things already from round 2.
Yeah, Miramar is going to be a whole other animal, so we'll see how these guys are going to tackle it. Of course, it's going to be a different, layout of vehicles as well as weapons. So we'll see what these guys can get around to. There's not going to be, the Murado in the game. It's not there yet on mobile. Still going to be waiting to patch some of those up, but and into the game. But so not going to be seeing that, which is probably good for my ears because the Murado is so very loud.
I mean, I got to hear the Murado in the PC version of PUBG during my cast over there in Korea, and it is loud, you say, but it does bring the speed, and everybody wants speed, especially in Miramar, because some of the terrains are hard to get to, especially when you go uphill with a school bus. Obviously, you can't really get that. The minivan not really helping you out that perspective.
Yeah, the van is always a pretty feel-bad vehicle if that's your last-ditch effort. So hopefully these guys have better luck when it comes down to finding some vehicles, maybe some buggies coming through, multiple rather, since we're going to be having the squads. Otherwise, going to be needing the Broncos and relying on those to try to get over top of the hills. But I think that we have everybody basically loaded up into the lobby, so we should be diving into the game momentarily here, guys. Round 2 on the way. And we'll see who's going to be able to come out on top because, again, early, when you get this early win, when you take round 1 in pretty convincing fashion, having the highest kills, getting the 500 points for the chicken dinner, you put that big target on your back. If a squad knows that you're in the vicinity, it's more likely than not that they're going to come hunting for you to try to take you down. And now have confirmation. Game 2 is ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump onto Miramar for the second round of the tournament. All right, and here we are, guys. Ready? Jump in, or jump out, I guess I should say. The plane as we come cruising across. It's going to be a bit more of an even flight path compared to what we've had. We've had some very shallow ones that hug one side of the map. This one's going to be a little bit more across the center. Not quite there, but pretty good.
And we're going to see some teams jumping out here already, as we see from touching Monte Nuevo, going all the way to Campo Militar to start us off at El Pozo. Definitely a possibility to see if any make their way there. We see some teams already jumping out really early here. And see some very much the early drops that will come through as we're putting our eyes upon early to see where they drop in terms of how they approach this game here for round number 2, but could be very different because I think we remember track back to yesterday talking about how round 1 went so successfully for Rama, but they took round 2 with a little bit more carefulness in terms of how they approached the game with a little more confidence. Confidence is good, but you never want to be complacent in the fact that you just had a big round in round number 1, but you don't think you're going to try to replicate that in the early game of round number 2. Some teams tend to do that and never really come out with good results. It just means that early here, after getting 11 kills with their win in round number 1, see what type of approach they take. Of course, Fern and her team trying to look for the better things in round number 2.
Yeah, I think a more conservative approach might be warranted here coming into Miramar since it's just such a different style of map. But we'll see how they want to play this one out. They could be feeling confident coming into this play. We saw a lot of people dropping in around same areas. As we can see, Fern is in the game, in fact, here this time around. So 4 members going to be pushing through, trying to make it to the bitter end. I think that she had just disconnected after she got taken down in the first game, but don't have the hard confirmation on that. But teams now going to be hitting the ground, low-cost cosplay. And this is a book, just going to be cruising around.
Hey, you know what that means, though? You know, Fern and her team, without Fern, got a chicken dinner.
Yep.
So with Fern now, in addition to the team, it can't get worse. I mean, we got to talk about how their performance will pay off with the 4th member now in the game, probably in the fully aspect of things.
I mean, it very well could get worse because literally not winning the game would be worse.
Hey, you know what? Winning the game with 12 kills already is a better. And round 2, you'll see a dominating performance from Indonesia yesterday. Of course, Thailand, we could expect the same. Still putting high standards in terms of what we expect out of the round 1 winners, as we saw from yesterday. But we would like to see more competition while the other teams come up online to really put up a fight against a lot of these other teams here. Of course, let's see, Queen Cobra, of course, led by
Cop.
Cop, yeah, you're right. And they played pretty well in that round number 1. Well, kind of died all the way throughout in that mid game. So hoping to see them do better.
Yeah, it was a decent run. We saw them all squatting inside of the the one shed. Right now, going to be in a decent spot. Start shifting their way over towards Minas.
That's Queen Cobra. There's going to be 3 members just clustered up together and have all 4 members still ready to go. See Olin, not going to have anything but the M16. No helmets, no vest, nothing whatsoever. I'll be running into BP though. There's Boy Pakorn leading the charge over there. Do they know some of the players are going to be just rushing in from Queen Cobra?
Right now, BP still going to be on the lower ground of Minas. Queen Cobra going to have the high ground, so if they can spot them early, give them a nice advantage. But if they get caught with their pants down, charging down the slopes here, then that could very well be them falling very rapidly.
Okay, we see this already. Queen Cobra, the team leader. This is Cop. He's going to be just running with the pistol.
Should have just named himself QC Squared in this.
QC Squared,
Queen Cobra, Queen Cobra is a bit redundant.
Okay. Right. Some people don't know that QC doesn't stand for Queen Cobra. They just have to make sure they know. It's a good indication.
Well, kill points coming through, of course, early on top. Retouch coming in second with 6, and then tied for third is This Is a Book and Tana. But after that, it falls off pretty hard.
Yeah, Fern should be extremely proud of her team, doing so well in that round number 1. Hoping to replicate the results once again probably would give them boost of confidence going to round number 3. Will probably become the favorites to win it all, but like I said, I think I kind of want to see more competition. I just said Achilles and
already see the kills coming through. Miwa,
yeah,
gonna get the finish there. Looks like he did manage to take him down.
Jay from Miwa got that kill. To Rain Yokohama, seems like a knock only. I wonder if that will lead to a sure kill. We're gonna find out. Some more update from the kill phase should help us in that aspect.
I think it was just gonna be the knock and the finish. Not sure if they're gonna be able to get any more onto the other members of that squad, but first death coming through, just a minute and a half in.
See Salak Umti, this team coming in from a social media superstar. Salak Umti, just a very funny, comedic guy on the internet for the Thailand people. See how his team does, because Their team has been kind of quiet, not much of a presence in round number 1. See if they can do a little bit better on the second round.
Definitely keep our eyes trained on them. Finishing the top 5. Oh boy. Already, CBP getting the jump here, coming through. And his team, yes, you can just run straight into this trap.
Yeah, Pwk
Cobra still sitting on the high ground, but not involved in the fight as of yet.
Oh,
looking for the shots.
Are you serious?
Yeah, manages to find the one there. Gets the knock, gets the finish. 2 members of Yes You Can going to be taken out, so no, you cannot.
And we're going to see more kills coming through.
Oh, man. Deadly here with this spray. The AK really just doing wonders, pushing forward, looking for the finish. Has to get the reload, standing out in the open. So this is going to be a bit bold, but will not be punished.
I mean, that just means that Yes You
He's just
Can
gonna
will
get taken
probably not going to be firing back at that situation, Kilios, because we're going to see Mikey all alone here and no teammates to help him through. Even if he's standing in open field, he feels confidence after killing 3 members of the other team. Yes You Can now really turn to Yes You Cannot.
Yeah.
And looking pretty abysmal to start off round 2 here.
Trades back and forth coming through from Miwa and Pinto in the meantime. I believe it's going to be a 2-for-1 at the moment. Mikey, last member of Yes You Can, sitting across the street here at Minas.
And this is the team leader.
Staying hidden.
Of course, the YouTuber, Sir Mikey, now is going to be the only one to stay alive for his team. So his lovely teammates that he wanted to adventure onto this journey all together will probably not have that, at least for the Miramar aspect of that adventure. But let's see what that leads to, because we're going to see Miwa go for more kills here.
Yeah, that's going to be the finish. And I think it's going to be Pinto already eliminated.
You think so?
Yeah, they're going to be taken out. One of our most successful teams from that first round, second place with 410 points. They're going to be eliminated. The first squad, I believe, completely wiped out.
And that's going to be Antoine Pinto, of course. Him being knocked away early in that first round. His team gets wiped out in the second round very, very early here.
Yeah, really, really rough tidings for them. But, you know, this is the shakeup that I was talking about. We'll have to still wait and see what happens with Airly and Fern's squad. But already second place going to be eliminated. The first team out in the second round. So that is going to be very devastating for them. Going to have to put in serious work in round 3 if they want to crawl back up into the top 5, because this is really going to knock them down a peg.
Yeah, look at this. King Joy, though, just trying to look towards Finale here. Finale led by Nong Nom. What can we get out of this? They didn't know it. They're here.
Shots coming through. That's going to be Carrot getting knocked. One coming through. Bootboo tagged up, but the only healing he's got is 2 energy drinks, so might just have to go ahead and get that full boost rolling.
Basically, you just have a 4v4 scenario between Finale and King Joy, and in these compounds, now they know that both these teams are very well aware of each other. See if more fight does come through, but the circle should tell us that they're going to be fine to fight along for now, as the circle will close in moments time, but they still have some time to get some action underway.
Just sitting nearby at the moment. They heard these shots before. They know that these guys, BP, are nearby.
Pwk and also Queen Cobra now just going up against each other. It's basically Cop versus Pwk. Let's see which of these player well-knowns get the win out of this trade here, because it's Minas General, we know how this goes forward. Lots of terrains and lots of these open space buildings. Could mean that anyone can get exposed at any time of the day, and seems like Team 11 and Team 5, Queen Cobra and also Pwk, see how these two teams interact with these large compounds that we see in Minas Generalis.
They're hovering nearby at the moment, but no real moves going to be made. M24 out of our first crate and a Ghillie Desert Suit going to be available with an 8x scope.
Yeah,
it's going to be smack dab in the middle of the circle.
Yeah, look at the middle though, but look at the sides on that right side. Everyone is clustered up together on that right side of that circle, heading from Los Leones all the way up to the graveyards.
Yeah, barely anybody's in Los Leones right now.
Yeah.
Just at the moment, we just have one team, Team Tana, starting to push their way into the outskirts of the city. But even then, still going to be a lot of room to move around, a lot of loot just sitting there as nobody has gone through.
They have to be a little bit conspicuous about the fact that no doors are going to be open in any parts of Los Leones. Probably have to imagine that anybody didn't come through to that large city. very hard to come by, but that's what happened in this first game that we have in Miramar for the day. Of course, the only time we're going to be in Miramar for the entire day here at the SIT. Room focus.
It's going to be sit room coming in. Look at these guys. Spot them just moving up. We were talking about the van here. Not going to be the best thing when you have to traverse these large hills, but they're making their way relatively well so far.
You're getting a look at Focus Jericho, of course, a Thai actress. Been famous since 7. Definitely still ready to play and trying to get some action underway.
Winchester and an S12K.
Yeah, it works every time.
Very odd combo.
Could work.
In the window here for now, we'll be able to move in safely to this compound.
Now we see Team Miwa just seeing King Joy just drive past them.
And you can see with their exchanges versus Pinto, did not lose anybody. A couple knocks suffered, so will be weaker if they get taken down again. But Pinto was unable to claim any final blows.
We see Team Pwk out in the blue. We see Kuntolipta is going to be the one outside. Famous singer over in Thailand. Seems to want to be the outsider this time around because the rest of his team is already in, but Kuto is just enjoying himself in La Cobreria for the rest of the time.
Big just going to be moving his way through here from Team This Is a Book. We'll have an MK14 joining the mix as one of the members of Sudlock goes ahead and picks that up for themselves.
And this is going to be them trying to move with the crate, trying to move with the items to see what advantage they can get out of their opponents. They're picking up such a strong DMR, as we know, the strongest in the game. See what that turns out to, because GM, they're trying to get to this location here right around Chumacera, but they have This Is a Book. TIAB just right in the mix. Let's see what this can do. From this area, I think GM is definitely not aware for the time being.
Yeah, we didn't really see much from GM, from Game Maniac here in the first round. Big's just waiting around the corner. Should be hearing this on the staircase. He's going to go ahead and peeks out, gets the shots in. Already going so very low is Opal.
Oh, you're going to be going for the chase there, and Big is just ready with that AKM to take a few more shots.
He's going to see him. He's right in the open. Opal didn't really get out of there. He'll get taken down. The knock coming through with relative ease. This is a Book putting one on the board. The other members of GM not really close by to help get that pickup.
And we see Locos here. I actually saw Locos cosplay now in the game. He wasn't in the last one, so finally being able to connect in. See him labeled as Checky. Just driving past. I think he's going to be just trying to get to their location just fine.
Dangerously low at the moment, so doesn't really want to stop anywhere. Needs to get healed up. But for the most part, almost everybody in the circle, aside from one of our members of Pachinki, still dangerously far away. Hovering on the north side of the map inside Cobreria, but he's starting to make his way down. Frag grenade out here from Big, looking for the finish. On to Opal, but he's not going to be able to find him.
Yeah, Big has had a big round number 1 the last time he was at Erangel. Wants to just repeat that performance for his team. Could do justice if they get a really big round in number 2. Be a
the play zone actually took him down.
Maybe he just couldn't move. Maybe that's my assumption there, but
Kodo just couldn't make it out of there. So he'll go down.
And maybe Kutolita, being a singer that he is, maybe he had to go to a concert all of a sudden. Could be.
Might have had to use the bathroom. Maybe he was AFK. You never really know.
Bathroom. We can't ignore bathroom.
It's always right before you get into the game that you have to go to the bathroom. You know, you wait all that time getting a game, you get into the lobby, you get the countdown as everybody loads in, and then once you're finally in the plane, you're like, oh man, I should have done this before.
It's like us when we get to a plane, come over to Shanghai, and just right before we get on the plane, we have to go to the bathroom, but we forget to do so.
Well, luckily there's actually bathrooms on the plane.
Yeah.
It's a bit different, but I understand the point.
No bathroom.
We're making.
Yeah, no bathroom, no toilet on the PUBG plane, unfortunately. It's meant that he sacrificed his life to get there. Kutolita, of course, just having fun in this one, and definitely gonna get the knock and the kill.
Yeah. Finally died. Had gotten knocked before, and he gets bled out there, just so very far away from his teammates. There was nothing they could do.
No problem there, as we see.
I mean, even if they did pick him up, I think he probably would have just gotten knocked anyway.
He's still in the bathroom,
yeah,
I'm sure.
He's still hanging out. I mean, this is PUBG Mobile. You can take it with you into the bathroom.
Oh, you are? I forgot about that.
Maybe the Wi-Fi doesn't extend that far in this apartment, you know.
You know, the routers in 2018, they do a good job for the most being, but not to the bathrooms. Early, we're going to see them in the action here. Bomb has been literally unstoppable for this team. Last time you see now Fern enjoying her time in Miramar, driving around as we see her team currently in the lead. Let's see if they can continue on the momentum in this round number 2.
Pwk still going to be driving around. Anyway, forward here. It's coming towards Miwa. SKS going to be drawn out, but focus down onto that buggy can be a bit difficult. But as I say that, you can see that iPod's going to be tagged up, not going to get knocked down. 5R5 also going to get hit.
One more.
Still going for some more shots. Not going to be able to get these knocks. Would have been really great from Miwa, who need a bounce back performance from round 1, but not to happen yet.
Yeah, Team Pwk, after losing Kutolita, they're going to be still in this one. You see them right on the central left part of that circle. They're going to be safe to go and just not going to have many people around. As we see Miwa getting invaded here by Team Finale.
Driving up, they see the doors open, they see somebody on the bottom floor, and they're just going to go ahead and dip out of here. Want nothing to do with this.
Would have been a hard flush. We thought it was a dangerous situation.
Shots starting to come through. 2 of them getting so very tagged up.
The entire squad is in this one vehicle. Something bad happened here, and Team Finale might just really just regret their decisions here.
Yeah, still taking shots, but gotta be happy that they managed to get out of there with their lives with nobody getting knocked. They're gonna be pushing up onto the hill, which does expose them a little bit to Miwa. We'll see if they're gonna be taking any shots at them.
Definitely will not be.
Pwk just gonna be gathering up here onto this bridge.
They'll be right here, just all alone, right above Chumasera. Let's see what they can do. Of course, a trike being drove about from Queen Cobra. Rus is Rio and also Olin are in this one together.
No kills yet.
You know what? This could be death in itself. Driving a trike is basically the gamble of your lives. Never turns out to anything good, but they're surviving for now.
See there, Mikey still on his lonesome. Everybody else on Yes You Can getting taken out much earlier on.
Yeah, early. I think they're
alive.
They're taking the right approach. I think just being basically passive for round number 2 after they had a big round, getting 11 kills with the win in round number 1. It's good to see them being passive a little bit, be more conservative in terms of the fact that you have a good lead, you just don't really need to lose it, and getting a good standing out of this round number 2 it should get you become the favorites. I wonder what their mindsets are as they head on to Miramar, as we're going to see them still survive with 4 members, no kills so far. See if they're going to collect some on the way.
There you go. Wrapping around, pushing through. Still haven't found anybody else from Game Maniac to take them out.
See Pwk Corn's team
sitting inside of this house.
Yeah, they're right here with TIAB. This is a book. They're already here as well. Just right around.
Still pushing through. They're still looking for Game Maniac.
Yeah.
Stop here. Of course, you see the Bronco. Let me go for the swap out there.
Sure, you
more
have
protection for you and your passenger.
Oh, it is talking about protection.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get out of here really quickly. And Cobra Comp herself trying to jump in as Black Cloud takes a tag. Both of them gonna be hit up. Now they're in the middle of a red zone as they try to get out of here.
Yeah, it is gonna be Pwk Corn's team just trying to take some shots with the AK and with the red dot. Not gonna find any connection with that 7.62 rifle, but Queen Cobra just escorts the Queen out to safety with the newly found vehicle from the Bronco.
Some amount of damage in, but not going to be able to get this finished. As you can see, the red zone occupying so much of the safe zone at the moment.
That's what it is. There's
that much more risky for the teams to push in. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and take another look at one of our players.
And this is Hellgate once again with the M4. Also has a UMP with it, so close combat quarters for this guy. Of course, the famous YouTuber.
Well, I mean, you get a decent scope on that M4. You could still do a bit of sniping with it.
Oh, sure, but you know,
this patch, this is not going to be, the UMPs are busted patch that we have been seeing a lot on PUBG PC.
And it also means that you can attach an 8x scope on that M4, and sniping duty is definitely a possibility for
He's just gonna have
Hellgate.
a 2X, though.
Yeah, but he.
Else, but oh boy, you can look at that kill feed there. That's going to be Queen Cobra getting knocked. So Cop going down and will get finished.
Oh.
Team leader going to be eliminated.
Will we see some further elimination from Queen Cobra? Decent match last time around, but look at this action.
Yep. Peng Pon looking for the shots there. Onto the members of Game Maniac, spraying down. Using a burst at long range. Maybe a bit ill-advised. He's trying to blow up the Bronco. Does set it on fire, but not going to be able to get an explosion to kill anybody with.
Look at Dude Mappy just trying to run away, but Mappy gets knocked away.
Yeah, actually the burst at this range is doing some work. Does manage to find it. Gets that knockdown.
Let's see Miwa in the mix as well. Probably would be mistaken for the fact that Finale's going to be looking towards that direction. They're outside the blue.
Yeah, this is going to be a very long run for them here.
Uh-oh.
And
they're running outside the blue.
He's moving over to his teammates here, maybe to drop some healing that they might desperately need. See 5 first aids. Yep, drops one on the ground here for Carrot. We'll be all right in the meantime.
That's a dangerous
One of our
vehicle.
CXC player is going to have to get the heck out of that Bronco. Makes it into the safe zone. Still going to be all right, but if nothing else, we'll have some very oddly placed permanent cover coming through. But the play zone going to finish off one of our finale players in the meantime. We have this battle. Low cost pushing forward, and they're just going to get rid of the members of Pwk.
Ooh. Is that the end of Pwk, though?
I think it's going to be all of them eliminated.
Winchester?
Kingjoy going to be up onto the top here. And Chetki going to go down that low cost cosplay himself. Does get knocked. Not finished yet, but two of his teammates, one more of his teammates already going to be knocked. Going to be hiding out behind the covers. They try to get picked up.
Yeah, Camaro and Amp is just trying to stay alive for the longest of time, but Amp right behind that minivan. Can he get himself away? Otherwise, you're going to see.
Trying to pull it forward.
Yeah, Camaro having a hard time.
A little bit more cover, let them jump in.
Ooh.
But honestly, might just be another board sponge here. Cost to sit behind at the end of the day. The shots keep raining down.
Yeah, Valak is still in this one, trying to just get the res up the fastest as they can, because Valak and Amp, you have to get the res going. They get 3 of them so far, just the last man standing. They have to make sure they heal up and also get most of the res up. They'll be back to 4 to fight back against Kingjoy, but Kingjoy is definitely not scared of their own positions on the other end.
Yeah, they have such a great position here. The smoke's down, but only doing so much. Another one there. Jetking gonna drop as soon as he gets picked back up. Blue just spraying it through the smoke, looking for some finishing blows. Nice 8x thrown onto the Scar here.
This means that the shots will continue to come. Yeah, they're keeping coming through, and Kingjoy, they're not done yet. They're just trying to eliminate the rest of it. As we see Mose just going on that flank there, onto that side, and trying to get more kills, but they're trying to run away.
Just a full reversal out of here. Just trying to make their way through to safety.
3 members,
and
that's not bad.
I think enough distance. I think they might actually be able to make it out of here with their lives. Feeling able to find the shot. The last bullet needed. The bus goes boom, and everybody on Low Cost Cosplay gets eliminated.
Bus goes boom, and Low Cost gets boomed out, and that was the last resort. I mean, they just couldn't hide behind the van forever. They just opted to just run away. Full reversal, as you say, just hitting on that reverse break all the time.
Miwa finale here, entering into the safe zone. Some shots going to be exchanged, but does manage to get that knock there onto Pangpong.
Yeah, Lassen very, very aggressive there, trying to go for the kills, and might just have to spawn out.
Hard to tell. Is Game Maniac just chilling out here in prone?
Is he though?
One of the members of Game Maniac, I think, is just sitting there. Yeah, he is! A snake in the grass pops up at the last second, right as the blue starts rolling through. Lassen was not paying attention. Takes him down.
Now he's going to find some opponents.
With his life, finds that kill, but will get finished off in the end. Gets taken down, and I believe the finale might have been eliminated now fully. Nope, Carrot's still going to be alive in that bottom left side of the circle, but it still has a ways to go.
Game Maniac, yeah, they're still seemingly trying to get the job done, but does get eliminated in the end. But
no troll. The crate landed on top of the apartment building. And I don't think there's roof access.
No, in PUBG Mobile, anything can happen. All your dreams can come true. Get above the apartments. Let's do it. Also see, this is a book with Hellgate. We saw him on camera many times before. He is a YouTuber, also does voice dubbing, and also just provides comedic content for his audience. Lots of fans for him.
As in getting taken down with the play zone finally, was too far away from the teammates to be able to get picked up. So Miwa, unfortunately, does lose a member there.
TIAB, how long are they going to just rush through this? They're outside the circle, trying to get through here.
Oh, Kingjoy Boatboo is in a really odd spot here, just surrounded by members of Sunlock. Shots coming down. They haven't finished them. They finally get the knock, but Nut's going to get taken out at the same time. As the shots come in from Pole on Team Tana.
Yeah, so look, D just trying to get his team on rhythm there, but 2 people left standing. But what are we going to get from this? Because we'll see lots of action coming from multiple angles.
Ward looking for some shots. Abs onto Boatboo. Trying to finish him off. Spot out Tana on the other side of the street here.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, look at Solok. just rushing in on from behind.
He's coming in, looking for the hits there. It's going to be a 1-for-1 as Big goes down.
So look up to his team trying to get the numbers straight, but at the same time, Big goes down, but otherwise, so look up to they're just having a hard time just surviving outside the circle.
Yeah, Boba going to get finished off there. Shots from Tana from across the street with a Car 98 just flying through, and they kind of put themselves in such an awkward position here, running straight into this as a book at the same time. In the meantime, beautiful. That's going to be Pwk taken down. Does get knocked. We'll see if he gets picked back up. We're going to be seeing his name in the kill feed.
Yeah, Big Zero here. He's going to get the res up, and still see a lot of this teams already in the circle, just walking around Picado. It's going to be the closing of our round number 2. We didn't see enough action in Picado. We're going to see some now as we get to the end.
Team 7 going solo.
Careful, careful, careful.
They have to get away from there. Already, we're just one hit from dead, and the shot's going to come through the window, I believe.
Where'd that come from?
It's going to be Janine getting knocked. All members still going to be able to get through there and likely get the pickup. So
look at the circle closing. The TIAB, they just have to run through this and try to run with the circle, trying to get to the next one. But Mikado already in the mix. And a lot of teams, lots and teams are already in this one. 35 alive with 12 teams. See the shots coming through.
Yeah, it's such an awkward final circle come through here onto Mikado. Small city. This is going to be feeling like a drop on PC version. Just with how much action we're going to be seeing here in a short period of time.
Oh, look at that mini map.
Onto the apartment building.
Chaos.
That's going to be feeling getting lit apart. Bomb at the same time. Gets taken down. Tries to crawl into the stairwell. Has a sliver of HP. Is bleeding out slowly.
Joy. Not just coming for the cover.
Him. They're starting to push forward here. Still not going to be going down. Finds that finishing hit there onto Nut. Airly losing out on members.
How many members, though? I think they lost 2 already, and it seems like Fern and Shop is the only member left standing. And Fern and her teammates not having the best game after having such a great game in round number 1. They're a top 10 at least, but we'd like to get a little bit higher to make sure they confirm the results before they get on to round number 3.
Also not even sure how many kills they're able to pick up this time around, so it might not be that many. Tanaka going for some shots. Does have his teammates still alive. Not going to be dead in school this time.
Yeah, this is going to be Nong Tana just trying to go for the kills here, just joining with his teammates back again. Nong Tana has had a great game in round number 1, staying alive for the longest time. We see Casino being covered by Queen Cobra. Of course, we're going to see Cop and her protection guardians. See what they can get out of this situation.
Well, Cop already going to be dead, so the Guardians have been unleashed. See how much these guys can get done here. So they start commanding the casino.
See Ruistriel with the AUG. He's going to have some good ammunition. Make sure the action does come through. Look at this.
Tanaka and Cobra going to get ready to push out, but Tanaka trying to lay down some covering fire will just get cut down by one of the members of BP. Now in such an awkward position here is his entire team. They're just going to start bleeding out very rapidly as they get hit from all sides. Zidroom coming through. Mary taking a couple tags here from Zankiller. We already saw this how deadly he could be with his AKM. Looking for a couple more hits. Blue getting ready to move through. Just needs to lead a little bit more to get those shots. Tries to reload. Swaps over to the UMP. Currently going to be hiding in behind that container and is in the safe zone for the moment. In the meantime, one of the members of Tana will go down to that blue zone.
Yeah, Nong
Tana's
Tana's going to go down.
just going to be Pole alive.
Yeah, Pole's going to be staying alive for the time being, and Tanaka, of course, Nong Tana, he's going to be going down, but look at this action still continuing on.
Yeah, pushing through. Rottweiler going to fall as Miwa J finds that kill. 9 total on Miwa.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of kills.
Much better game this time around. Getting ready to, potentially surpass what we saw from Airly in game 1.
Mind you, round 1 has looked very good for Miwa's team, but just got wiped out completely in the mid game. Just made her standing not as good as a performance, but her team has done well in round 1. Just can do so much more in this round number 2 as they try to place themselves in Picana, trying to see what they can get out. So see Queen Cobra here, her nemesis, all 3 of them still alive here. They were hovering around the casino earlier, still in here. See what they can make out of. Anyone trying to invade in will definitely be hurt by this one.
Just getting the early boost ready to go here from Big. In case he gets tagged up so he can stay in the fight for extended periods of time. Angel Black's just hovering around the outside broken walls on the outskirts of the city thus far.
Yeah, It's going to be ZXC Luciano, led by Nomtin. Has not had the best of performances in round number 1, but do a little bit better. It's going to be at least top 8.
Top 8 at least guaranteed. Meantime, take a look at Tana. Cole is the only one left alive, and 11 kills on this squad. As kills are flying through. This is the book coming up big, taking out BP.
Big has been so good in round number 1, but round 2 he picks it up once again. Clutch play, surviving with the lows of HPs.
Does manage to stay alive, and now you can see ZXC starting to inch forward. The blue rolling in. This is going to do so much damage here. Big has to just go ahead and try to push through.
He just cancels that
another
res.
house. It's going to be a knock coming through.
Yeah, Big. Louis going to go down, and Airly not going to survive with these 2 members. Queen Cobra, 3 of them just still hovering around, trying to get to the next location. Don't see many teams left anymore because we see 6 teams with 12 alive. Not many full squads anymore, and see if any one of these teams could get to round 2 chicken dinner.
This is going to be Queen Cobra having to shift a little bit. They're the ones who are more so on the outside of the circle, on the outside of the safe zone. Have to try to press their way through.
And no one's really around them. That's the fact that they have to use that information for Queen Cobra. Ruth is real, also with Black Cloud and Olin. These 3 members to work with and
He's
see
the
what
only
we
one
can
in
get
safe
again.
right now. Ruiz Real. Just saw the
28.
spot there.
Right here.
Good for the shot. Dips back around the corner.
Oh, right here.
Left.
Right here.
Lines it up. Finds the shot. Headshot there. On the Miwaz. Takes him down. Miwa going to have to respond. You can see it's going to be B9 going up top to try to get that res. Not in range for a frag grenade. Will not be able to toss that one out. But now everybody has to push forward a bit closer. A bit tighter corner here.
No idea. Olin?
And just spraying away, but yeah, not going to be reacting fast enough. Just didn't have the aim ready to go to try to take down Yongha there.
You Ruiz through after you got that knock. It's not going to lead to a kill right away to Miwa, but oh, look at this.
Got him some shots. That's going to be Shop going down. And Fern is dead. Airly going to be eliminated. 5th place for them here in round 2.
Not a bad finish for round number 2. Could really follow up in round number 3 to have a big round. Should see them as champions, but CC, lots of teams still trying to go for this one.
Oh, Black Cloud just gets lit up. Big here. Looking for the angles onto the Miwa players. And Angel Black still just sitting in that bottom floor. There's no staircase in the building. You have to go outside and then come back in. Try to get the kill.
Cobra
comes around the corner. Finds one. There's just going to be one more member, I do believe, of ZXC alive.
Yeah, Queen would be
Yongha
very happy with that one. With the 3 members still doing so well. Rouge Real, as long as they get res up to Black Cloud, still could look very good for this team, whereas Cop already went down, but her 3 nemesis so well.
Gonna be Black Cloud finished off. Another kill over to Miwa.
Yeah, Big is
and
still
I think that I think they've surpassed Airly's kill count from the first game.
Looking at this though, Queen Cloud, Queen Cobra also along with TIAB. Big is still in this one, looking very much of a contender. 2 members from Queen Cobra, with 4 teams left remaining with 6 members alive. What could this lead to?
I mean, this is going to be the final circle here. Everything's going to start moving in very rapidly, and it's just going to be all hell breaking loose.
It's going to be about 3 minutes.
So cautious here. Miwa, this is the book. And Queen Cobra, the only ones left alive. That's going to be Miwa. He knocked yet again.
Second knock.
Yeah, will bleed out quickly, but B9 is right on top of him to pick him up continuously.
Yeah,
Angel Blacks is still just sitting, hiding out in that lower floor.
I think B9 just giving her up. Miwa's just going to go down.
Saw the frag grenade coming in. Miwa's sitting up top right now, just throwing nades. One to be answered here. Can he get him over the broken wall?
Look at
Tosses it in. Is that going to be the hit onto B9?
Oh!
Miwa's going to get knocked out again. B9 takes a hit from the frag grenade, but will not go down.
And look at that bleed speed right now. So fast. Miwa's has to be just rest out in the quickest of moments. Otherwise, it's going to be B9 just 80.
He's pushing forward, looking for it. Does manage to hit it right at the last second, but they're both so dangerously low. No idea how much healing they have on them.
Look at Big
but
still
at this
just
point,
all
it's probably
alone.
not going to be a lot.
Yeah, look at this though. Olin and also Ruiz Rio just looking towards that one direction where 3 members are left standing, but Big from TIAB, he's going to be all alone. It's not even unnoticed. See what we can get out of this one because Ruiz Rio and all in. They have to just focus on that angle, but also have to be aware that someone else might be in the mix, just right along the flank that you see right there, big, on the top of the map. Not even going to be noticed by any of these encounters right now.
ZXC has been sitting here so patiently this entire time. 10 seconds remaining as we come down to the final moments. 37 minutes on the clock. The members of Miwa desperately trying to heal up, but only going to be about a third on their HP so far.
They don't have any first aids.
Is pouring through big. He's going to be late to the party. He's just going to try to heal through it as best as he can. They're pushing out into the open. Okay. Oh, Queen Cobra, they want the kills, but can they get into the safe zone?
They got in.
ZXC going to go down, and I think Queen Cobra should be able to pull this one off. Big.
Okay.
Trying
more first aid.
Healing up. They're looking.
Oh, Angel Black, he doesn't have any more.
Yeah, let's try to get it. Big had gone down. It was just going to be Angel's Black left alive. ZXC managed to finish it out with
look at Cop.
2 kills, but yeah, Cop going to be ecstatic over the win.
She went down early in the game, but she's super, super happy about her little Guardians doing so well. Talking about Ruiz Rio getting multiple snipes with that Car 98. Beautiful every single time you see it. Especially in PUBG Mobile, we know that snipers are a thing of difficulty, and great plays there from him.
There's some really, really good shots coming through, but yeah, you can see Cop going to be ecstatic about that victory. But is it enough to secure first place is going to be the question. We saw that Airly had gone down fairly earlier. Wasn't as many kills for them as we might have anticipated, given their form and rank in the first round. But teams like Miwa, who did not get that win, had a lot of kills coming through. So there's still a potential chance where they could surpass Queen Cobra here in the standings with the points that they netted just from kills alone. Because remember, it's 20. That's a massive payout for the kills.
And Queen Cobra, along with Miwa, and also the last team that got the win at the end with the first round victory. I mean, just looking so good. We see these 3 teams right now in the standings. Could see them very much dominating the top of the ladder, and we could see that round 3 become about the race of these 3 teams to see what we're going to see, the whereabouts of crowning the champions for Thailand today.
Well, things definitely getting mixed up a bit, and we honestly have to just wait for the standings to come through before we can really talk about it, because no clue where these teams are going to be at the end of this all. A lot of squads that had really rough times in the first round showing up here in the second. Queen Cobra managing to take it the distance, but even ZXC, no kills really for them, but they still net the 395 that they get from the second place finish. So it's still going to be a massive boon to them, bump them up the standings quite a bit. Other teams suffering quite a lot. Pinto going down yet again very early on, so they should be falling well out of that second place spot that they had at the end of round 1.
It definitely should seem that it's a lot closer than Indonesia yesterday. Just should see some lot more competition in terms of how that went about. We're going to see the highlights, obviously, but for the meantime, we're going to just be keeping up with a couple of teams that are now going to be in serious contention to see how the round 3 should picture for us.
Yeah, I mean, this game started very aggressive for Miwa. They were able to start getting kills right off the bat, and they took it all the way home just about. Able to get that finish, but we'll go ahead and get the kill counts in a bit. See just how deadly these guys were. This was a very sad moment for Low Cost Cosplay. Thought that maybe they had made it out of there with the bus, but in the end, they do get taken down. The explosion just a bit too much for them. And a Finale as well, getting taken out, but great gank coming through from the side of Dare Do.
Look at that, though. Just clutch play. Look how low he was. He was all alone. Look at this Car 98 shot from Ruiz Rio. Absolutely just amazing. Miwa got sniped multiple times in that same little house.
Yeah. Did get taken out quite a bit. See, rather sad about the loss.
That's going to be Focus Jericho. Not very happy about that. But the second snipe coming through for Ruiz Rio, just beautiful every single time you get that Car 98 snipe from range. And look at that frag grenade as well. Just beautiful stuff from Ruiz Rio all the way. Maybe best of the Guardians that Cop had on her arsenal all day long today.
Yeah, really, really good stuff from them to be able to close out the game after their leader had, suffered a death very early on. So good stuff from them. Keeping cool heads, level-headed, especially there as they progress all the way through to the very, very end. I mean, this is the first time so far that we've seen it in this weekend where we actually come down to the final circle completely closing, and it's just going to be a race for the final kills, a race for getting the healing off and trying to out-survive the blue damage. Haven't had that happen yet. Maybe it'll happen again in round 3. I think we'll maybe see a bit more fighting coming through. We'll see what kind of terrain we get as well. Maybe something a bit more open as opposed to a city like Pwk where there's plenty of houses and walls to hide behind. Maybe it'll just go, since we're going back over to Erangel, maybe it'll just be fighting around trees and hills and rocks and whatnot. So it'll be a bit less of that campy style where it's just like, well, you know, I'm not coming to you, you have to come to me.
And that's what it's all about. It's TPP, so you can use that information right behind walls, right behind trees. All of that is available, but for the time being, as we get to round number 3, we're going to expect lots of teams to be a little bit more conservative, especially if they're already in the top. They don't want to risk going out early and exiting by going for a 4v4 fight where you're not guaranteed to win, but still looking at multiple scenarios where teams could outdo other teams in retrospective performances. And round 3 should be very interesting, depending on which team is at the top and which team is at the bottom. We're going to see some varying play styles to see how the results will be shaken after the very final round.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to this final standings that really will determine whether or not they're going to play conservatively. If they don't have that much of a lead, they might not be able to afford playing that conservatively. Yeah. Might still have to go for multiple kills just to really seal the deal and get that victory punched in for that first place prize. So we'll have to see what happens when the standings do get popped up onto the screen, because things right now, just from basic head math, seems like things are going to be very tight-knit around the top of the standings. But guys, we're going to go to a brief commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the standings for you as well as the third and final round so we can crown a king or queen of Thailand.
นี่ Galaxy A6 Plus ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้เป็นเกมที่ทำให้อะดรีนาลีนหนักได้เยอะมากเพราะว่าทุกครั้งที่ชิปเล่นเนี่ยก็จะมือเท้าชาเพราะว่าตื่นเต้นหนักมากแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าเกมนี้มันทำให้เราอยากแบบ improve ให้เก่งขึ้นแล้วก็ชนะคุณองตนเป็นโตได้ส่วนคุณบอยเนี่ยเขาไม่สามารถเทียบสกิลเพลย์เราได้แค่นี้เราก็รู้สึกว่าเราโอเคแล้วค่ะก็
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากแล้วก็ยังเป็นการใช้เวลาว่างๆเนี่ยร่วมกับเพื่อนร่วมกับคนในครอบครัวก็ยังได้นะครับที่สำคัญเนี่ยเป็นเกมที่ฝึกสมาธิได้อย่างดีเลยนะฮะถ้าเกิดใครได้ดูได้ชมแล้วชอบเนี่ยก็ไปโหลดเล่นกันได้นะครับที่ PUBG Mobile นั่นเองนะฮะ
เป็นเกมที่สนุกมากๆครับอยากจะบอกว่าเล่นแล้วแบบติดมากๆ PUBG Mobile เป็นเกมที่เล่นง่ายครับอยู่ข้างนอกก็เล่นได้แล้วก็ส สเปนเวลาแบบไม่ได้เยอะมากครับเกมหนึ่งจบแล้วก็เล่นกับเพื่อนได้
ครับผมก็เชิญชวนนะฮะวันที่1 กรกฎาคมนี้นะฮะ2 ทุ่มเป็นต้นไปนะฮะก็เชิญชวนทุกคนมาดูการแข่งขันนะครับไลฟ์สตรีมมิ่งของ PUBG นะฮะผมก็จะไลฟ์ที่ช่องทางผมนะฮะทางคิวทีวีครับผมรวมถึงสามารถดูได้ด้วยนะฮะที่ช่องทาง Official ของ PUBG ครับผมเจอกันจ้า
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
นี่ Galaxy A6s ใหม่กล้องหน้าก็ปังปรับแสงได้ด้วยกล้องหลังก็แป๊ะแสงน้อยก็สวยมีดีมากกว่าแค่เซลฟี่
ฟรีประกันจอแตกถึง 31 สิงหาคมนี้
Back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Samsung Galaxy PUBG Mobile Pwk Invitational here. I am Achilles, joined by Joel Sophie, and we are 2/3 of the way done here with the evening. One final round to decide it all, figure out who the best PUBG Mobile squad is from Thailand. Already seeing some top contenders, meanwhile really making a statement in that last game, and I believe maybe even topping out total kills on that final round there on Miramar, and maybe earning their way up into the top 5.
And you talk about the competition that's been coming from today. It has been a lot more even compared to yesterday, where one team just ran away with the standing, getting a first place and second place for 2 rounds. And you know that round 3 was not going to be too much of a difficulty for Ramad and its team to win that Indonesian part of the Pwk Invitation, which they eventually gotten. But the fact that today is all about Thailand, it has been a lot more competition, a little more evenly matched in terms of how the teams stand in the moment. We're going to get to the standings soon, and we're probably going to see how they work in terms of which teams are currently at the top.
Yeah, so I've been working on the math this entire time. It seems like the standings are going to be ready, so let's go ahead and take a look at them and see where the teams currently lie. We already saw that Airly before had that first place spot after round 1. Let's see what happens to them now. Pinto, in the meantime, as we look at 11th through 20th, will find themselves shifting from 2nd place all the way down to 11th.
And that's what means that, when you have a former 2nd place team drop all the way down to the 2nd page, just means that the first page is looking a lot more competitive, and we should see the top 10 from 1 through 10 as we're going to get from the next slide here be a lot more competitive as from yesterday.
Okay, well, Airly Fern's still going to be in that first place spot, but it's still very close. Queen Cobra going to be sliding up into 2nd place after that victory there in round 2, and Miwa was just behind them given the kill count. Barely fall behind, just 5 points difference for Miwa here, and they will go ahead and clinch out 3rd place at the moment. King Joy and Tana going to be just about tied there for 4th place as well. So very close in these upper standings.
This is a book that already has 680 points at 6th place, means that 1 through 6 should be very close, and anyone can really take this one now. No one knows the winner quite yet. We're going to get to round 3 and find out who that winner is going to be.
Yeah, before we get into round 3, let's go ahead and throw back to some more interviews with our PWKs and hear from them.
ที่1สิครับแหมถามขนาดต้องที่1แน่นอนก็คุณถามผมคิดว่าจะได้อันดับที่เท่าไหร่ใช่ไหมแต่ถ้าพูดตรงๆก็ขอไม่น่าเกลียดขออันดับที่97ก็พอนะไม่อยากลงมาแล้วตายเลยอย่างน้อยให้ได้วิ่งถือกระทะโง่ๆก็ยังดี
จริงผมก็ไม่ได้หวังอะไรมากในการแข่งนี้นะครับผมหวังแค่ว่าผมจะได้ที่1ก็พอนะครับ
คิดว่าเจนจะได้เที่ยวไหร่ในการแข่งขันครั้งนี้นะคะแต่หนุ่มคิดว่าหนุ่มไม่ได้หวังนะคะว่าหนุ่มจะได้เที่ยวไหร่นะคะ
ผมจะเอาที่1มาได้
จะได้ที่เท่าไหร่หรอก็ต้องที่1 4ยังไงก็จะ
ควรเชื่อว่าทีมของควรจะได้อันดับที่3อย่างแน่นอนค่ะ
คนก็ต้องรู้เนาะว่าเรามาเพื่อเป็น number 1 นั่นเองนะคะทุกคน number 1 แน่นอนนะคะ
อย่าลืมเข้ามานะคะรับชมนะคะมาเป็นกำลังใจนะคะมาช่วยลุ้นนะคะช่วยเชียร์ว่าท็อปจะเป็นผู้ชนะในการแข่งขันครั้งนี้หรือไม่นะคะถ้าสมมติว่าทีมของชมพูชนะนะคะก็จะรู้สึกค่อนข้างเซอร์ไพรส์นะคะเพราะว่าชนะได้ยังไง อันดับที่คาดหวังนะคะก็จริงๆไม่ใช่คนที่แบบว่าเล่นเก่งอะไรแล้วทีมก็แบบว่าไม่ได้เก่งขนาดนั้นแต่ว่าก็คาดหวังที่1ค่ะ รอดูค่ะก็ตื่นเต้นค่ะน่าจะสนุกค่ะ
Really anxious, fun, and interesting. That's a good way to put it there. Team 7's, of course, not having the greatest run so far, but not expressing that they thought they were going to make it to first place. They said, we'd be pretty baffled if we ended up in first place. How did this happen? So don't worry, you won't have to be baffled because I don't think they're going to make it there.
At least Jenny Weigel is very honest about her skill level.
That's good, you know?
It's good to just really enjoy this moment, right? Just being in a tournament, just to get your name out there. Obviously, the Thai people just all over. All these PWKs, player well-knowns for a reason. These 20 people that are representing here today, they're definitely well-known in the Thai region. And just getting our reach towards the English viewers as well so that they could start to get to know these guys. Very just charming people as they are from 1 through 20. You get seeing how the team play has really worked out for 20 teams so far. But some of the teams that are currently at the top, they're going to be looking for the standing. They're going to try to get that gold banner onto their avatar very soon after this tournament.
Yeah, and this is the kind of the conundrum that we were talking about before the break is when do you decide to play conservatively? There's not really a massive lead for any of these teams. It's still going to be Airly Fern in the lead at number 1, but barely so. Right behind them, Queen Cobra is right there. Then you've got Miwa not too far behind them as well. So, with it being so tight-knit, I think you honestly have to play a bit bloodthirsty here. On this final round on Aaron Gill, you have to walk away with some kills because if you don't, even just getting the win, getting a top 3 finish might not be enough to maintain your standing. But guys, we're ready to go. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight back into the game for round number 3. Final round here for Thailand for the tournament for the weekend here. And let's go ahead and get it underway as we go into the plane. Final round to decide it all. Back on Erangel yet again. As we come down from the north side of the map. Going to be cutting pretty shallow diagonal angle here across towards the bottom side, starting at Severny and ending at Ferry Pier.
So that flank path is doing so much justice. Really not much of a difficulty for anyone to get to any parts of Erangel. Even mill to power a possibility with a long parachuting path. Very much could get there. But I think, you know, just tracking back to where we stand right now in terms of results, I think I'm liking this quite a bit because compared to yesterday where Indonesia literally had a clear winner after round 2, it was going to be very, very difficult for any team to even come close. Now we have a situation basically from 1 through 6. This is a book that's right at 6th place, but any team above them right now, all 6 teams have a fair contention to have a really big round to see if they can come up with a victory, and that just makes it so much more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a team like we saw, like we had yesterday from Indonesia with Rahat, coming up with that win so convincingly, it's kind of poetry in motion. But sometimes you're not in the mood for poetry.
Yeah.
You're in the mood for some good old rock and roll, and that's what we got right now because things are bumpy, they're all over the place, but teams just got to find their groove and ride it out, try to get that win. Always great not knowing who the winner is going to be, and you have to expect that that is going to really prey on the players' minds, especially in the back of their heads, as they don't know, you know, how many kills exactly do we need before we can win the game, etc.
Miwa, just with that cute costume right there, entire. What's that? Is a sailor suit?
It's like an admiral's uniform there.
Oh yeah,
something.
I mean, aside from their pretty uniform, they have a pretty good ranking. Just looking very, very pretty right up there in the top of the standing. This team, if they get a big round in round number 3, they will be the champions. And that goes for 6 teams right now, just about, who's kind of just differing around only about 300 points apiece in difference from the 1st through 6th. So just means that anyone could really take it. Now our eyes are upon Airly to see if they get an early exit. That really could shake things up quite a bit. But the more and more they rise to the top, means the fearfulness will head towards the bottom of the standings, really trying to just turn the shaking into the standings, but really won't happen with Airly staying on top.
Well, right now this is a book. I think the only squad that we have actually going to the main of the military base. Yes, Chica looking for some shots, and already going to be a really rough start here for Pinto. Pushing into the house, Chica going to go dangerously low. One more shot ought to do it as they just go back and forth to the doorway, but it's not going to work out so well. He does get taken down, Bud firing away. Trying to go ahead and find some redemption. Does manage to do so. Gets that knock. Now they're going to be going for some finishing kills here already. Pinto going to be suffering some losses. Samino still hiding out.
Look at Pinto making the scene. Still going strong here, but the fight's not over yet.
Pushing through. He's going to stick to this res Bud rather. Sorry, going to try to get them back up. Does manage to do so. Tries to res Samino, will get taken down, and just like that, Pinto will go out. First squad eliminated here in the 3rd and final.
And you know what this is, though? Kotolipta's team, Team Pwk, living up to their name, finally landing in Pwk after they went to Lipovka in round number 1. But really good for them to become kings of Pwk. Again, just connecting here, but look at this. GM just trying some shots here.
Some hits here onto Tum. Team Rainio has certainly not been in our crosshairs here as on the casting desk too much. Haven't seen that much from them. Have been eliminated very regularly early on, and already Tum taking some shots here.
That's going to be a Rain Yokohama's team right here, just right around the shooting range. Taking shots across.
G though, finding one knock, but will get taken down. Does have the bunker here, however, that he can crawl in to stay safe as see Opal starting to push over to res his teammate, respectively.
Yokohama, Rainy Yokohama is going to be just getting the kills off, but still the action going.
Never a good look. Cannon not going to have too much to work with there, and Opal will be able to get this res. Cannon going to be in a rough spot.
Okay, Maniac still in this one, trying to go toe-to-toe with Rain Yokohama's team. The leader right here is trying to take some shots.
2 out in the open, not going to get tagged up, though. Yokohama still playing with fire here. Will drop down back into the bunker. No helmet available. Actually going to get knocked down. Super G pushing forward to try to get on top of Cannon to get that res. Will be able to do so. Just sitting behind the outhouse, but Opal's pushing around to the side. It's going to be a cancel on the res. Opal not reacting fast enough. Super G going to get hit up from the side.
Still so many
comes
kills
up
coming
with
forward.
that kill. Tum trying to get the reload here onto the Scar.
basically 1v1 for the victory.
From A-Maniac trying to duke it out. The shot's not landing. They're spraying
Ranger
like
Bubba's gonna
that,
get it.
but no one's really landing anything. Gonna get taken down. Manages to find that kill, and Renya will be eliminated.
It all came down to that 1v1 Indian Achilles, but the Ransoms will come through, and Game Maniacs will have all their 3 members to push forward and to look for a huge round number 3, because they're already in the circle. Shooting range is very well included in our first opening, just right around the western part of Erangel, but could mean that it's that win right there. 4 kills to their credit. Just could push forward with so much confidence. See if they can get more.
See here, taking a look at the kill points. Team Tana, led by Tanaka, going to be coming out on top with 16 total between the 2 rounds. Airly Fern didn't manage to get a single kill in that second round, but points alone do maintain them in that first place spot.
I mean, with 11 kills, though, just in total from rounds 1 and 2, still is going to be good enough to be in the top standings.
Yep.
Which means that round 1 was so bloodthirsty and rightfully so, just rewarded with so many kills already from that round 1. That even without any kills in round number 2, they're still in the top of the standings in terms of kill standing. And see if they can push them forward. Just a few more kills needed, definitely, in round number 3. They have basically no more room for error. And if they just go out early exit here in round number 3, that will be them not taking the gold banner along with the 2500 UC. All the reward will be out the line, so they need a big round here.
Well, Blue going to be moving here in just 3 seconds.
Round 2 rankings. Queen
a lot
Cobra.
of teams still going to have to be moving away from that East Coast and shifting over to the West side. We still have some squads sitting in Pwk even as Airly Fern finds themselves still in that vicinity.
Yeah, Airly is going to be right there in the mix and trying to just get past their looting phase and trying to get to the next location. They have a couple of distance to be covered here before they get there, so has to be a little bit more careful in terms of the rotation. If the rotation goes heavily wrong, that will be their early exit, just giving all the other teams a fair chance to go for that championship title for Thailand. But the player well knows we have 20 of them, and some of them definitely rose up to the occasion as one of the best out there. And could see this last one shaking up, but look at this.
Oh boy, a flip on that Dacia, perhaps getting turned around the wrong way. Has to get rolling very quickly, trying to get the booster roll, getting going here. As they try to get out of here, yes you can. Barely managing to escape.
Skylar just barely getting out of there. Just car 98 shot, just trying to make it down, but Tana not gonna just allow that to happen. But Skylar just gonna get away just fine with that Dacia. Just almost flipped that actually. Yes you can. Yes you can get away. Definitely has done so. And Steven's gonna just continue on the rotation.
Well, Blue moving forward. We see this is a book getting ready to move off the military island. Early still in Pwk, but expecting them to likely have a vehicle in the vicinity.
And look at Janine's team, yeah, they're still alive. Of course, the Team 7 not have the best of rounds. Oh, look at him, Big. He's saying hello to us.
Giving a wave. Maybe he knows that he's on screen at the moment.
Hi, Big. How are you doing? Just trying to wave back. Of course, he's been, I mean, he's definitely lived up to his name. Rounds 1 and 2 has been absolutely big. Just huge rounds for him. Getting multiple kills on his board and getting clutch plays for this is a book. This is the reason why they're standing in the top standings. And obviously Hellgate, they're already in the mix, but just gonna wait for his teammate, just trying to get forward here. But this is a book. They're definitely optimistic about their chances to win the championship. Definitely could be a possibility with a big chicken dinner here.
They're gonna start moving forward, getting ready to cross the Western Bridge. Nobody really nearby, so not going to be seeing any bridge camping coming through, which you might expect, at least given your standard play.
Oh, no, be careful.
Yep. Some rough terrain.
Actually, Janine's going to be the one driving, isn't she?
Yes, I do believe so.
Yeah, Janine Weigel, of course, the singer and YouTuber. We said that many times before.
She was up towards ruins.
She was very honest about her skill level, and she didn't mention her driving skills, so could be one of her key talents. Just hit it on the back of her talents.
Well, they'll move up to ruins. Definitely not going to be one of the most popular locations.
Oh, look at that, though. Low cost, they're already here.
Yeah, they are scattered around, and they will be hearing this UAZ. They're going to peel back, maybe park in behind one of the walls, or it's a different call out for location.
We saw what happened last time when all 4 people were stuck in a vehicle trying to make the ultimate reversal. That minivan from round number 2.
Yeah, and that was low cost.
And it went kaboom.
It did. So, Team 7 not looking to have a similar experience here. As the job's going to come through. Speed of low cost. It's going to be checked. Getting jumped on. Tana just comes in. And they'll finish him off. He manages to knock one, but he's not going to be able to get that finish. And that's going to be the team leader going down. Low cost cosplay.
What was he doing here?
Taken out. No idea how he got this separated from his team. This is weird.
That is weird. That's going to be it's the southwest of Ruins. Very far away from the rest of his teammates. So low-cost cosplay. He didn't play in round 1. He joined in round 2 and died early. Dies early in round 3, but in the weirdest of ways.
Yeah, very, very bizarre there. Gets taken down by Tanaka and co.
And you know what? He likes to be unconventional, even outside the game, so don't let him be. Just let him be the low-cost cosplay that he's very much famous for. Everybody probably has seen him once in social media. Doing very hilarious stuff. Achilles showed me a few examples today. Just laughed out of my mind.
His cosplay is certainly better than his PUBG performance.
Thank goodness.
We would have to say. But here we go, Queen Cobra, our second place team, starting to make a move inward towards the center of the circle.
Yeah, I believe Mima is currently at 3rd overall standing, so they are definitely in the mix and trying to go for the standings, see if they can get the big ones out the door. But see, look at a couple of crates already in South Georgia Pool, and anyone can get to that. And even the circle's going to allow that to happen quite nicely there. So BP, along with, as we see from Ulala, they're already in the mix as well. We can see the observing move on to them. See if they're going to go over the crates right away.
Still alive, but then again, only one squad has been eliminated so far. That's just Pinto. Ulala has not had a very strong showing thus far.
Oh, yeah. This is coming in from Chippy Serene, famous actress. Definitely had her work prepared for today's tournament, but it hasn't really cut out in terms of round 1 and 2. Could have a big round in round number 3 and get closer to the standings to get the top position, but see these crates coming through. It's going to be one of the 2 landing in the Georgia Pool River. Just landing with the AWM, 300 Magnums, 20 of them. You can see the second one now just lighting up right from behind. See if any team's going to go for that one.
A Groza as well, so a lot of firepower just sitting in the river at the moment.
Send them back just to make sure you have 40 rounds of each time you want to just fire that sweet full auto with the 7.62.
We'll see if anyone's going to be able to loot those up or if they're just going to be sitting there floating for the rest of eternity. Finale, in the meantime, is going to be scooting around. Seems like let's go ahead and make a pit stop in here just to the north side of Pachinki.
And look at it right here. It's going to be Queen Cobra with Cop, team leader. She is the Queen Cobra, and basically her Guardians did the job in round number 1 and round number 2. And putting them in the standings to put up in a fair contention to win this all. And round number 3, if they can do it again, you could see some Cop very, very happy and with lots of smile on her faces.
We'll see what happens. Kills coming through here as Tana gets into a fight with Retouch, but seems like Tana's going to be coming out on top here. Pushing down, gets the finish. Arissa going to fall. This pole comes up with another.
Still going for it though.
Oh, driving through in onto the buggy. Onto Tanaka, but can they save his life? The answer is going to be yes. Tanaka will be able to climb in safely as they get the kill. In the meantime, Queen Cobra popping off screen. As YYC loses quite a many few players. Yim pushing forward, manages to find one. Looking for more, squeeze through the window, trying to get Tanaka. Will not be able to get him.
Pole is the last one standing here. So if they can get one more right here, that will be the end of Tana.
He's in such a good spot, though, behind the house. Yim, however, could push up, could take out some of their teammates. But
having a hard time already with Black Cloud almost going down, but does barely get rezzed up. Seems like they were having a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, Yim finds one more. Pole gets shot. Has to get in behind the UAZ. Takes a couple more bullets. His teammates bleeding out rapidly.
He can rush in, but has to find the angle to go forward here. Yim just trying to get the angles where he can, but just gonna throw down the smoke, see what he can do with it.
I think Pole's got to make a move. He's got to try to get these reses off. Oh, seems like actually might have already done so. So low.
Oh, look at this. Miwa.
Snake in the grass yet again. B9 coming up with a kill. Has that silenced M4. Gets the jump in onto Bud. Takes him down. Frag grenade ready to go. The pin is pulled.
Oh, look at this.
Tosses it in. Can he get the kill?
R5 almost getting shot there.
Oh, Bud going so very low. About to bleed out. B9 still pushing forward though. He wants the full finish. He's gonna take a couple shots. Not sure. He's not sure where they're coming from.
Where is he getting shot from? That was from far
They
away.
clean it up in the end. They managed to get him. In the meantime, we'll flip back here where it retouches Yim. Is still trying to outplay Team Tanaka.
Multiple knocks already, and
comes in on the back, finds one.
Gets the kill, but
the captain gonna go down. Pushing up from the outside,
now.
Yim jumping into the window. He's so
He sees him.
low, gets the shots with a UMP. Cuts back inside.
First aid. This is a great time for first aid. He should do it now.
It's retouch. Ortana, who will go down. The motorcycle coming through. Paul, he's just gonna abandon it. For shame. Oh.
This fight lasted for multiple minutes.
Amount of dishonor coming through as he abandons the fight. Both teams going to be able to stay alive here for the moment, but look at this. Paul, he's driving up on the Team 7.
Yeah, Longtana
team near them will cut over to the side, try to keep himself alive.
Yeah, one person alive and just driving through and trying to get away from that fight as much as they can, but kind of blind as to where Paul's going to head off to next, because there's a lot of teams in the mix there. And you just could see a lot of teams in the confrontation. Seeing Paul just stopping here for the time being. Just going to apply the bandages. No energy drinks. He's going to be taken for now. Have to take it sooner or later here.
A couple squads already eliminated. 3, I do believe. Ranioko, Pinto, and Yes You Can all being taken out. Queen Cobra was able to clean up the ladder. Nearly lost 2 more squads there, but with Pull going his separate ways, we'll be able to stay alive for the moment, as will Retouch.
Team 7 still here surviving with 4 members. They haven't got any kills, but this is so much better than what they've been doing so far. See the circle open up right around Pachinki.
Yeah, maybe Pachinki final circle.
Could be.
Could be. Might have some more close quarter combat moving house to house. We'll have to see what happens here and how this is going to develop.
But look at what this means, though. Lots of teams from the West, they have to travel in to make it to the next circle. And only one team that's on the east side is going to be Solok. This team is going to be down at school. Other than that team, every other team has to make their way from the West. So we might just see lots of interruptions in terms of the teams trying to make this rotation count, but otherwise, I could see lots of action from that west side. Just keep your eyes upon that one.
Driving coming through here from ZXC. Moving in as a squad. Everybody's still going to be alive, but haven't really taken any fights yet. Nobody getting any kills.
This is Gnome Team's team. ZXC Luciano is what they're going to call themselves for the day. Gnome Team is a famous VJ, Big Alive. He loves to play PUBG Mobile, but haven't really opted to shoot anyone quite yet.
Given the opportunity, I think they might change their mind on that. Might go for it.
Sit room. They're still driving here with all 4 members. Basically in a convertible UAZ. No rooftop. You're a lot more vulnerable. Taking shots in range. Look at that. Sit room. Having the time of their lives.
They're just dancing a little bit. Not in any immediate danger here, but we'll be getting ready to roll out.
Shakuja dance with them, but then my caster test. Limited to do that. The sit room, of course, led by Focus Jericho, actress. She's still here, along with her teammates, seeing what they can do. This is a book. This team has to be very, very interesting with the kind of the lead from Big.
Leading thought out the members of Miwa here. Big's going to start pushing in, jumps into the window.
And these are all contenders to get the championship. And could see that fight back again.
In the meantime,
Sudlock look at this, the kill feed.
Their way in, and yeah, that's going to be Jay taken out. Big finds that kill. Big going to get knocked down.
Big Sal
finds that. Does manage to get the finish off there.
That's one of the key players for this is Book, just already out of this one. And fine, if this continues on, then just want to make sure you survive with both members here.
Yeah, both teams suffering a loss. Ford pushing forward, but not going to be able to get shots. Yasin just pushing in, wildly spraying down as best as he can. Sees Lazin there. He's burning through so much ammo here with this Scar.
He's gonna run back downstairs forward and trying to catch the Miwas off guard, but they have multiple members that could just rush into that one house and probably kill off Lazin, but feels a little bit scared to do so, as they're not quite sure as to how many members exactly are up on that upstairs part in that garage building. Taking it slow.
Back up, but in the meantime, we'll go ahead and take another look at Finale.
It's still going.
Ford, yeah, he's gonna get knocked. He's gonna get taken out.
Oh.
Lazin manages to come out on top of that one.
Out of there. They're out of there.
Yeah. The last two remaining members, Hellgate. One of them will be able to just go ahead and drive away. Want nothing more to do with that fight. In the meantime, Yim
still here.
Final member of Retouch.
Oh my.
Just gonna be hanging out, hiding in the back of this dilapidated truck. Giving us a nice little dance. He's got 3 kills. He's feeling pretty good. You know, he honestly probably would have won that fight against Pole.
Oh
but,
my.
The last remaining member of
okay, Yim.
Go away.
He deserves to dance like that. With a performance like that. Look at that. He's still ongoing. He's not done yet.
He should have been dancing on Pole's grave, honestly. But Pole, he cheaped out of the fight.
He did. But Yim definitely showing who's boss. All by himself, just torment.
Oh,
side, but look at this.
Sublock going a bit aggressive, pushing into the house here where Finale is situated.
Nongnum's team.
And they'll find that knock and kill.
So look, T versus Nongnum. See who's going to get the better out of this one. Finale, they're just still going up forward to this one, but so look, T's team. Team Sunlock.
Let's see, we still have barely anybody in the circle right now. Still so many that need to be
look at the north.
Working their way through.
From the ruins, and that's going to be multiple teams have to really just encounter themselves. Could see a lot of kills coming from that northern side.
I like the positioning here of Queen Cobra. They're just operating on this slope outside of Pwk to try to get some shots in. Could cost them in the long run if the circle continues to close down around this city.
Yeah, Hellgate and Liu, they're all by themselves here. No Ford, no Big.
Lazin just got taken down. Here. One of the members of BP finding a shot onto Lazin, so he gets knocked. Okay. Not sure if he'll get finished off. Just wait and see here in the meantime. CXC going to start making their way into that safe zone.
Hellgate looking towards Kingjoy. Snipe.
Ah. The M16 silenced, so they might not know where the shots are coming from rather here, Kingjoy. But
he knows. He knows.
Multiple tags coming in, nearly gets that knock. Not going to be able to get the finish off, however, in the meantime.
Definitely would have wanted that to be a Car 98 shot. That could have been a lethal headshot towards that angle. Maniacs are still getting here.
Really bold. Try to go for the spray that far away. Opal is by himself, and making unnecessary noise is usually a death.
They're going for it. So lock. Last member.
Oh, Nut just sitting there at the doorway, and he's not going to be able to get it. Has plenty of time to react, but does not. Will get taken down. Finale finding him.
So Look, was just kind of awkwardly positioned in that area. And his teammate is below Pachinki.
Him just killed 2. It just knocked 2 members of ZXC there.
Tenable.
Members of Team 7 getting lit up. Janine gonna go down. Yim finds another one.
Oh
Angel Blacks falls. Rawwaller taken out. And looks like Team 7 just gonna be going down as Opal finds the kills.
Look at this.
Everybody down.
No, look at this though. Tenable's right behind the tree.
Hello?
Serum doesn't see him. Oh my goodness.
He doesn't even have a ghillie
He's right there.
Pole is just... Are you kidding me? Pole,
Dominic,
another
Syrup,
one.
They're all
he is
right
playing
here.
This so beautifully.
Oh my goodness.
Just patience. We'll see. That prone going down.
No!
Serum has no clue that Pole is just sitting here. I can hear laughter from the control room right now. Everybody watching this just finds this hysterical.
The camo outfit coming to the rescue for Tenapole. Serum, shame on you, boy. You definitely should know that Tenapole's right along the mix.
Absolute insanity. Opal starting to push his way in after single-handedly taking down everybody on Team 7, but he's pushing into so many people right now.
Yeah, Hellgate and Liu, they're just rushing in from the west side.
So luck slot.
Early.
The last one alive. Will find the kill there on the Queen Cobra. In the meantime, Bomb pushing forward. He's been the big fragger here for the side of Airly. Pushes in, takes down Room Focus as well, and should be able to just go ahead and scoop his finishing blows. Still trying to stay mobile in case their teammates start opening fire onto him.
James is right there. They're just going to go out.
James just going to go down. That's going to be Sit Room knocked out here. 14th place for them.
Airly Bomb literally just did that all by himself. 1v3 against Sit Room. No problem whatsoever. This is how you get a championship, and they're still very much in contention.
Airly trying to maintain that first place spot. Meanwhile, we'll take another
Tentapole
look
still
here
right
at
here.
Ulala. All 4 members going to be nearby.
Tentapole is just still right there.
He is still just sitting in the same exact spot. He's going to have this flank angle on them. Ulala is just stuck between Pole and Opal. Meantime, Valak, one of the 3 remaining players here on low cost, just going to be hunting out, looking for some of the members here of Miwa. Finds B9. He's just going to be taking the finale from the side as Peng Pong just goes ahead and lights him up. Ping Pong finds that shot, takes him down.
Look at that, M24 taking forever to just get the aim to wait for your opponents to stand still. That never came through, and just getting sniped one bit by bit. It's going to mean the M24 goes to no use 762, just in that gun peacefully on shot.
Circle shifted away from Pachinki, and right now we only have about 3 squads inside the safe zone. Finale getting ready to make their way in as the blue is progressing right behind them.
Yeah.
Queen Cobra also going to be in a pretty good spot.
Airly, they're still in this one. All 4 members with 4 kills. So, you know, Bomb leading the charge with so many frags coming his way.
Oh, low-cost Valak.
Oh, Fern goes
down. And Fern will get knocked.
This is huge. This is the winning contention.
Hellgate, finding him for the shot, just spraying away with the silence at 16.
Hellgate.
He's going to be sitting in the blue here, but he wants to go ahead and stick this out. He wants to get these kills.
Oh my goodness.
Not going to go down. Just 1 more member there.
This is actually huge. This is actually huge for Airly, who wants to just maintain the lead.
The
just
last
might lose it right
Bomb
here.
has been so clutch for them in the first round. Can they deliver here now? One of the members of Ulala going to get knocked to the play zone. All of Finale trying to group up behind a single tree to stay alive.
See what they can get done. Finale just standing here, but our action is towards Airly's to see if any more kills will come through on that angle.
Play zone finishing off Matey there on Ulala. Suffering that loss. Good for the shots here onto the members of BP. Carrot just spraying away. Silence M4, but not going to be finding any connections.
Boy, the corn.
Oh, King Joy, what are you doing?
Oh,
He's
my
just going to try
goodness.
straight through.
Again.
Runs 1 over, can't get more. Just cruises his way straight in and out.
He believes that UAZ is just invincible in terms of defensive stats. That's definitely not true. Look at that.
This is the most casual drive up I've ever seen. Wasn't really boosting it at all.
Literally just driving to the parking lot was what he was doing.
Just cruises up, runs 1 over. In the meantime, Bomb did just get knocked. The other members of Airly should have been picked up, however. Dominic going to go down. Meanwhile, finds another kill.
Again?
Oh, looking for some more, but he's not going to find it. They're going to go ahead and light up the UAZ.
Uh-oh,
This should
get
blow
out
up.
of there.
And there you go. Feeling will go down.
That's what he should have gotten done the first time around, but in the end, that will be the UAZ just exploding. TIAB, this is the book. If they can just hold up here, the circle started to hurt. They're not going to survive. TIAB's out.
Will go down. You can see here, Airly, they're stuck so far out into the blue, as is Queen Cobra. This could be a major upset, a major shift in the standings here. Low cost Amp going to go down, Shop, taken out, Burn, dead to the play zone, Bomb, dead to the play zone. Airly's going to get knocked out of here. Black Cloud gone.
Fern's out.
Fern is going to be out of here. Shop goes down.
Not going to be out.
Of Airly
Everybody
going to be eliminated.
This is huge. That
Cobra
circle.
also. Oh boy, everything just changing, spinning on its head here with the standings.
We have no idea now who's going to be on the
falls.
top.
7th place for them, 8th place, I believe, for Airly.
We just can't be sure anymore. We just have to really make sure we got the standings in correctly. But looks like basically everyone is in the top standings. No longer part of it. 6 teams right now at St. Helios.
There's still a couple members of
Queen
Cobra
Cobra
alive.
They're alive, so it depends on how high they get. I think Queen Cobra may have a decent chance to win the championship.
I'm not sure how many kills they have to the name at the moment, but if they can clutch this out, push into a top 3 situation, they might have just netted themselves. They might be able to net themselves that top spot. Pwk and Kingjoy gonna go down. Finale finding one frag.
Miwa's
is
still
also
here.
in this, though. A lot of teams that have racked up points still going to be in contention here, still going to be vying for that top spot.
The longer and longer Miwa and Queen Cobra stays in this one means that Early is definitely out of this tourney, definitely out of the standings. Means that between these two teams right now, Queen Cobra and Miwa, these two teams, depending on how high they get, either of them, fair contention to win the championship.
Finale's going to find Queen Cobra here, though.
Oh,
and
no.
they're just going to get taken out
They're
immediately.
Out.
Did not stand a chance. They get mowed down. That's going to be a 6th place finish for them.
Miwa. Are they going to get the championship, Achilles? I think they're very close to it.
It's looking like it. Dangerously so here. 5 teams remaining. 1 member of BP still alive.
Oh,
B9. B9 finds it,
Absolute
finds the
clutch.
finish, takes him down. Enjoy one. Catapult still in this, honestly. Trying to go the distance here. Break him into B9 yet again.
No.
Looking for another kill, but now he's
get
going to be in
inside
the
the blue.
He's going to go prone, but no, has to stand right back up and start sprinting forward. But no one from Finale is peeking right now. They're trying to stay low to the ground. Hangpon gonna go
Kingjoy
down
helping out.
as one of the members of Kingjoy pushes around from the side, just been disrupted.
Oh!
They don't know what's going on.
Oh my
They just
goodness,
keep spraying
everyone's
them
going
down
down.
from behind. Gonna be the reload coming through.
Oh my word, what is happening,
around the rock.
Achilles?
The mobile
Oh
goes down prone, and we'll just get eliminated.
And suddenly there's 3 teams left. Miwa, oh my.
Miwa finds the kill there.
Top 2 for this team.
It's gonna be a
2v1.
2v1. It's one member from BP, Zankiller, the only one left alive, and yeah, I think Miwa might have just been able to clinch this one out.
Of course, Zankiller, if they get a 1v2 here from BP, that would make it a little bit more difficult, but Miwa, very, very close now in the standings to maybe pick up that 1st place for Thailand.
You're dangerously low, and Zankiller is full HP. The first aid's come through. Not sure how many boosts they're going to have. Actually, none here.
Oh my.
Had to blow them all. So it's going
Zankiller.
to be about a half boost running on B9. Enough
Circle's
to top
closing.
him up.
Circle's closing.
Circle is
Zankiller's not running.
Zankiller, he's going to have to be the one that's trying to push into this. He's shifting down around the side. Working his way up. He's really playing the edge right now. Shots starting to come out.
He sees it. He sees B9. B9
doesn't see it. He's going to spray down. Can he get the kill? B9 starting to sprint away. He's in the blue.
He got it.
Zankiller finds the one.
Zankiller versus Miwa.
The UAZ is there. But the shots come in, and Miwa managed to get it in the end. 15 kills to get 1st place on top of everything. You can see just how ecstatic Miwa is feeling after that, because probably just clinched the #1 spot here.
Came out of nowhere. We talked about King Cobra in the 2nd place and Airly at 1st. We thought that just everything was in line for those 2 teams to have a fair contention to win Thailand in this Pwk Invitational. But Miwa, out of nowhere, she called it from the beginning of the get-go. In her interview, she said her team was going to get 1st place, and looking like she's about to just make her proving count.
I mean, gotta say, just great job coming in from them. I mean, she had already won the top 1 award in a Thai tournament here for PUBG. Comes out here and manages to win the Pwk Invitational as well. Absolutely stellar, and 15 kills in the finish there. Basically just clinching that 1st place spot. You would have to think.
We can never do quick math.
I've
done quick maths in the past, and I've definitely devastated over myself.
I am not giving any guarantees on this one, but it's looking really good for Miwa here at the moment. But, I mean, great performances from all of these squads coming through. You got to say, it's just stellar. A lot of these guys, going down, last members on their squad, still managing to come up, wiping enemy teams completely in 1v3, 1v4 scenarios. Queen Cobra as well, really making a statement, trying to climb as high as they can. But good God, I mean, let's go ahead and relive some of it as we throw over to some highlights, because this was just one action-packed game. It was really hard to keep up with it all. We're constantly flipping back and forth.
We were just focusing on the couple of teams that were in fair contention to win it all. Definitely Rain Yokohama wasn't one of those teams, but we're still going to get the action on. It's been all over the place in terms of getting the kills, retouch, getting the road kill there, but Pwk going down. This is where it all began. Miwa, B9, just having a good time. Look at you, just having a wonderful, wonderful
and this
time.
was actually, we didn't catch this one on our screen, but Yim just lit up and knocked down everybody on ZXC by himself.
this is the situation that we were looking at, but Finale gets the kill onto Valak for low cost. So many good kills coming forward from multiple teams, and look at this. Enjoy, you've just been too much trolling.
I mean, they were going crazy. You know, driving around, trying to run over people here on the final hill, pushing up top, taking the fight to Finale, in which they do come out on top up here as they just didn't know what was going on. It was so hard to track where everybody was. But these are the final moments. Sprang barely seeing that head through the grass. Meanwhile, able to get the final kill and take home the win in round 3. But is it enough for the total tournament to be the best PUBG Mobile squad in Thailand?
Before we get the standings, Miwa, she already knows what it is to be a champion. She's already won the Chicken Beagle tonight from Beagle Live, already a tournament held domestically in Thailand, and already winning that one. She already knows the taste of victory. She knows that taste of a championship trophy, and she might just get it today. Because I think based on our quick maths, it's looking like she's already on her way, along with her team, to be the one celebrating tonight.
Definitely going to be in the upper side of the standings for sure.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
Smashing their way up towards the top at least, if not that first place spot. But everybody else going to be pretty close behind them. Airly, unfortunately, couldn't really push it much further there. The games 2 and 3 was a lot of suffering from them. Didn't really have the frags coming through like we saw in round 1 where they were topping out everybody. It was 11 kills in the first round. The next closest was 6. They didn't get any kills in round 2.
And we thought that Airly taking a conservative approach in round 2 after having a big round in round number 1 maybe was the right way to go, because we thought that being overly aggressive in the early game is never the way to go for any team, even if you just got a big chicken dinner in the previous round. But Airly, they went for the early aggressive, just kind of count that out, just went for the conservative plays early, but they never really went aggressive any time of that game. So round 2, just getting 0 kills and getting wiped out in the middle parts of that game just meant that they were not going to be in the fair contention any longer. They were still holding first place after round 2, but round 3, just a repeat performance of what we saw from round 2. Really no action coming from them, and that just led to, once again, a middleway finish, and that's probably not going to get them the championship trophy tonight.
Yeah, more than likely not. A lot of fluctuation, though, in the standings so far you would have to expect coming through. I mean, even retouch there with Yim's heroics near the end, mowing down people in that UAZ. That should help bump them up the standings just a little bit, where before they were suffering quite a lot. Pinto especially, probably the biggest fluctuation that we've seen so far, being one of the first teams to get knocked out in the later rounds after finishing second in the first time out. These guys started off on a really high note and then fell super hard from grace.
They went from second all the way down to the second page of standings at 11th place after one abysmal round. And round number 2 is not the way to go for these guys. And Pinto could have done better in round 3, but really no serious showing from them. Just meant that they were really out of the series contention. Just have to be satisfied with the middle of the way standing. But all our eyes and attention were on the 3 teams that we were looking at. We were looking at, obviously, Airly. If they can have a big round in round number 3, they could really hold that first place position. But these other 2 challengers, they were definitely in line to have a big game in round number 3. Talk about Queen Kurba. Even if it wasn't for that end, they could have had a really big finish. And talk about Miwa. They're just holding the lines for all the other challengers trying to win out the championship, and it really didn't come to fruition.
No, it really didn't. But yeah, we're just going to be racking up the numbers here, guys. Make sure that we have every single kill accounted for so we can go ahead and crown a winner of this tournament. So it's going to have to bear with us for a little bit longer, because a lot of kills in that last round. So a lot of math having to be done.
But you know what it is, Achilles? Definitely a lot more exciting, a lot more just nail-biting to the end, because Indonesia, we saw a clear winner from round 2. And basically, unless a miracle never-ending story was about to happen, if they were going to win out round 3, and basically it was Round Mod with a clear advantage over the others. But they were the champions in the end. But Thailand now looking a lot more questionable in terms of who's going to be the champions.
Well, we're going to find out right now. I've just been told that the standings are ready to go, so let's go ahead and throw over to those, starting with 11th to 20th place. We'll find out who our bottoming teams are here in the Pwk Invitational. Sudlock comes in 11th place, just outside the top 10, but yes, you can. Do not net anything. Of course, they were not able to make the first round. They had to forfeit, so that does cost them dearly, but even then, their point gains not going to be too great.
Yes, you can. Could not on the day. They hold 250 points total after that one. We're going to see this one.
And it's Miwa. They come out on top, 230 points ahead of our Airly Fern here, who do still clinch second place. But Queen Cobra they do lock down third, just a bit behind them. 105 more is all that they needed. But in the end, across all 3 rounds, 29 kills for Miwa. Early Fern, 16. 11 of those were for round 1. They got 5 in that final round to help lock down that second place spot. But Queen Cobra, honestly, really good resurgence from them coming through. Round 1 was a bit of a rougher start, only 300 points accrued. Then they go ahead, get that first place finish, then push right up into 360 points there for the third round to go ahead and clinch it home.
I mean, whoever got the championship was a team who came into round 1 and adapted their way through to bigger and bigger success as each round went on. And Queen Cobra, they've gone from round 1 to doing a lot better in round 2, but could not improve their results in round number 3, whereas Miwa came from round 1, not so spectacular in terms of result, but round 2 looking a lot better, coming in at second and getting that big chicken dinner in round number 3 meant that they adapted their way through. They knew the kills were coming through at the right positions, and 20 plus kills for this team, almost 30 on the day. Just 3 rounds on the lane, and just really looking good from each round and on. And Miwa deservedly champions of the day.
Yeah, it was very much an upward trajectory from Miwa there. Queen Cobra, you know, rough start, kind of bounced back up and then plateau, whereas Airly was the one who started up way up here, and then it was just a very steady decline. But they still do get that second place because their first performance was so darn good. So, man, that's the standings. That's it. Everything is done. Thailand has been decided. Miwa going to be the best squad coming out of them. But, man, what a great event it's been across the weekend here.
Wonderful.
You and I able to come over to Shanghai to cast this one online, but all of this, of course, got to be thanks to Samsung for putting on this tournament. If you guys are interested now in PUBG Mobile after having watched this tournament, go ahead, head over to Galaxy Apps on your Samsung device, download PUBG Mobile, and jump on to the battleground and start fragging out of control. You never know. Maybe there's going to be more of these Pwk Invitationals. You could be one of them. Maybe you could be one of those 20 squad leaders. Of course, also thanks over to Tencent and Banana Culture for putting on this tournament. It's been a pleasure. I'm Achilles. This is Joel Sophie. We'll see you guys on the battleground next time. For now, good night.
อ่ะเข้าตาแรกเราได้300มี6ใช่ปะ
Yeah.